nose off the bed and stare at me on all fours. This thing decided that it was gonna follow me for a good year before I...
That's terrifying.
It's very... The only thing that got rid of it was genuinely deciding that I'm not psychic, this isn't real. And so I didn't even touch into like my gifts until much later in my life because this experience was so horrific. Moles! What do they mean? You're the luckiest moles. A mole in the center of your forehead is believed to symbolize strong destiny, success in your life. It's said to indicate someone protected by fate, often associated with leadership and recognition as well. A hidden mole in the eyebrow is considered one of the luckiest in Chinese face reading, and this is because it means hidden talents, hidden intelligence, and unexpected blessings. Some believe it means wealth will stay with you. Between the eyebrows, so where your third eye is, it's associated with strong intuition, spiritual gifts, and psychic sensitivity, and it can be an indication that you're very good at manifesting. I mean, really good. And it's sometimes called a sign of spiritual protection. I had a mole here when I was a baby. On the tip of the nose, it's associated with wealth and prosperity. So lots of attraction to the good stuff, having charisma and abundance just really magnetized towards you. Should I do it on the unluckiest moles? Thank you so much. My name is ranqueenofcups. Watch out for scammers. I'll never DM you. And I love you. Bye-bye. This is from the president of the USA, Donald J. Trump. Unidentified aerial phenomena. UAP. That's right, everybody. We have the best UAPs ever in the whole wide world. And currently, unidentified flying objects. Or UFOs. UFOs, yes. God bless America. The best country. I think that was good.
If you're ever feeling nervous, just remember, everyone around you is secretly a dirty that loves to
If you're wondering if you have a life in ancient Egypt, absolutely. Feels a little masculine in my opinion. I was a guy? Yeah, it feels like you were a guy. Yes! Yes! Yes, you were Ramses himself. No. Yes! I've skipped over it, but whenever I get into a life, I almost always see the death scene first.
How did I die?
I don't know, do you want to hear it? Here, I'll type it.
Was it snakes or was it drowning?
The first thing I drew was a snake. Fuck! You'll cast a spell! I have many wands to choose from. Let's do all three. Wait. Wait, hold on, this is funny. It's my mouth. I cast this spelling upon all of you. May you have abundance and prosperity, and may none of you be able to be f***ed with. We are going to be reading some CIA documents today. By the way, I got a new model. By the way, I made a new model. Check it out, friends. Check this out. Yeah, we're ready for it. That's right, baby. I'm ready for it. Yes, I know. I'm usually your lovely, beautiful tarot streamer. So sweet, so kind, so innocent. Why would she be entangling herself with the feds? That's a good question. Because what's going on in his brain? You know that TikTok song that just goes like... The way you walk, the way you understand me. This is a very droplet-coated spread, isn't it? When I didn't have a home for 8 months, I asked the trees for help. They gifted me a home in only 2 months' time. I asked them what I could give them in return, and they just said, "Our greatest gift is knowing another child of Earth is safe." I still wanted to give them an offering for their kindness. I thought of flowers, but I always feel bad plucking them from the plants. And then it dawned on me, gifts don't always have to be material items. So I offered them my favorite memory. They loved it. And so every time I go to the forest, I offer the tree spirits a good memory. It's important before you get into any sort of spell work that you do a divination beforehand. For example, let's say that I wanted to do a road opening spell, bippity boppity boo, there's no obstacles in my way. Before I feel confident enough to actually do that energy work, I can get out my handy dandy tarot deck and I'll just ask, Spirit, what will happen if I do a road opening spell for my career? Oh, look at that. Always a good sign when you're doing spell work. You don't have to use tarot, astro dice, Ouija board, coin. I just really recommend it because you never know. Thank you so much. My name is ranqueenofcups. Watch out for scammers. I'll never DM you. And remember that you're never alone and you are loved. See you later. Bye-bye. I'm hearing them whisper how they're gonna hurt my family. This thing decided that it was gonna follow me for a good year before I got rid of it. first demon experience was I have an aunt. She's a psychic. She wanted to test my abilities.
What?
So she was like, let's put it in front of a demon.
Yeah, just plop you right in here. Throw you right in the deep end of a pool.
She's like, we're gonna go to the Stanley Hotel. That's the hotel The Shining is after.
Yeah.
We're doing our little tour. And they go, here's the room. Let's just say his name is Ickums. Ickums McGee is known to like Native women. That's f***ing me. He's known to touch them inappropriately. Yay, yippee, love that. Got touched by that. I'm like, okay, you know, that wasn't fun and I'm scared, but at least it's over. I get home. I just felt like the thing was watching me the whole night. At the time I was on the phone with my girlfriend, my phone kept dying over and over and over again, even though it was plugged in. At the last moment, she heard growling in my phone and then it refused to turn on. I'm like, okay, oh Lord, she's coming. Something plopped
soon.
onto the bed.
I'm just starting
and
the
pushed
TikTok
the
stream,
pillows
and
off
then
the bed
I'm
and
all
stare
yours.
at me on all fours. This thing decided that it was gonna follow me for a good year before I.
That's terrifying.
Hi,
I was
everybody.
really
It's very. The only thing that got rid of
Thank you
it
for
was
coming in.
genuinely deciding
Okay,
that
TikTok,
I'm not
come on,
psychic.
baby.
This isn't real, and so I didn't even touch into like my gifts until much later in my life because this experience was so horrific. Moles. What do they mean? You're the luckiest moles. A mole in the center of your forehead is believed to symbolize strong destiny, success in your life. It's said to indicate someone protected by fate, often associated with leadership and recognition as well. A hidden mole in the eyebrow is considered one of the luckiest in Chinese face reading, and this is because it means hidden talents, hidden intelligence, and unexpected blessings. Some believe it means the wealth will stay with you. Between the eyebrows, so where your third eye is, it's associated with strong intuition, spiritual gifts, and psychic sensitivity, and it can be an indication that you're very good at manifesting. I mean, really good. And it's sometimes called a sign of spiritual protection. I had a mole here when I was a baby. On the tip of the nose, it's associated with wealth and prosperity. So lots of attraction to the good stuff, having charisma and abundance just really magnetized towards you. Should I do it on the why am I over here? Hi friends. Hold on. There we are. Hi! How are you today? Tonight? Hi friends. Hello. Are you having a good day? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I need to start the TikTok, but I couldn't wait anymore. I was like, man, I'm taking way. My ass is taking way too long. I'm so sorry. I only try to keep it going for 5 minutes. My little thing is only 5 minutes long after all, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, I hope you guys are excited for some palm readings. I've been working all day on this, except for when I went to the mechanic. I worked all day yesterday too, and it looks like this. Oh, what's that? Oh my goodness. That's a checklist. I kind of feel like a doctor a little bit. It's kind of giving that vibe, isn't it? You guys like it? What do you think? I think it'll be a good time. Oh, I need to put that underneath me too. But you know, she's trying to make sure that it's great for everybody. I was putting in entries last minute. That's why it took me a little bit longer. I just wanted to make sure I got to as many people as I could. Listen, I said I only was gonna do 5 people, but guess what? Guess what? I love you so much. We're doing like 30. We're doing like 35 actually, something like that, of the freebies. And so I thought we could do that. Also, we were very blessed. We had 7 people who did donate, and we're gonna give them you know, something special. Everybody's gonna get something special, but it works like this. And look, I put in your name, I cropped it, I made it pretty. I also put your picture, and it would mean a lot to me if my lovely, beautiful, wonderful mods could take a little bit of time to shout people out for me. It would mean a lot to me. 5 to 30 is crazy. Well, I wanted it to be a surprise. I did, but I kind of outed myself on the myself over on the the Discord. So, you know, we're here now. I thought it would be a fun surprise. Also, another surprise, which I did post earlier. I don't know if you guys saw. What's that? What's that? It's a palmistry cheat sheet. Wow. Everybody's been begging me for this for so long. And I did it because I love you. And it's $0, as I promised. Here you go. That is our gift of the day. Here, we'll put palmistry cheat sheet. Oh wait, oops, I did it too early. Palmistry sheet. And then I'll pen this. Yay! Yay! Hello. Hi, Dallas. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are going to be doing our palm readings. As you can see, how we're doing it today is we're gonna start with the people who donated first, if that's okay. But we are gonna do everybody that I messaged over on Twitter, which I think there might have been one person I accidentally messaged extra, but that's okay. I'll send you something. Ron is all about, yes, I am all about free education. Can you guys hear the music okay? Do you like the music? We can always change it. If you guys like Animal Crossing is just so classic. It's so calming too. Here we go. Oh, thank you for the follow, Snom. Thank you. Here, how about we scroll through and I'll show you everyone that we're doing today. I'll show you. And I'm just really excited. I'm very thankful that you guys are here. I love palmistry. I love it. I think it's so much fun. The plan is I'm going to use this little heart here to point out what you have here, what elemental hand you have, what color, what is your major line, and the open and close, and I'll tell you about what each of these mean. Isn't that nice? Music's coming in fine. Oh, good. Oh, great. Just dandy. Yeah. So I hope you guys will enjoy. It will be educational. And let's go ahead and go through everyone who entered today. And if you didn't make it, if you didn't enter this time, don't worry. I'm going to do this again next month. I am. This is going to be I don't want to say the most regular thing, but it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. I invited a few people. I can't say who, you know, because if they say no, then I won't include them. But I wanted to invite some other creators on and teach them palmistry, and you know, we'll see what happens. But anyhow, thank you very much. We have STARRA. We have KrrzforBacon. We have Manari. We have Ocean. We have Casstheberry. We have Detective Glave. We have Edwin. We have John. Thank you, John. Thank you, guys. We have Hyacinth Sunshine. And thank you for the raid. That was so sweet of you. We have SpectralWolfeh. We have Vyla. And JubbDawg. Lichwizard. ChiChiKitty VT. Moon. VelocirapTwins. Hey, Snom, you're here. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're doing some pop. What the plan is we're gonna use our good friend Droplet here to kind of like. Oh, oops. Hold on. I gotta put me on top of everything. I'm always on top, baby. And so we'll use Droplet, and I will talk about the lines and everything that I see, and that'll be really fun and really cute. And then we'll use the little heart here to move things around. Precious, right? Absolutely precious. I know. So we're gonna put the heart here for now. But we also have Sid. Hi, Sid. We have Sid. We have the Demon Slate. Thank you, the Demon Slate. Revity. Felti. Nink. Coco Kitty. Snom. Hi, Snom. Snom, you just said hello. Thank you for the follow, by the way. What the what? We also have Icy. Thank you, Icy. We have, oh, there's oh, I think I put you in twice, Hyacinth. Oopsies. That's okay. We have a LostSoulsStation. We have Macha Goya. We have Kenny. We have Oscuris. We have Aumery. We have IMVA. We have Cloud. And that's who we have. And I want to say, I'm so sorry, the Red King. I did message you. I wanted to tell you that I couldn't read your lines because of the green lighting. Couldn't read your palm because of the lighting. So send me another picture and we'll look through it. How are you? I'm doing well, Kenny. I'm having a wonderful night. And I'm really excited about this stream. I really am. I think it'll be so much fun. Are you guys excited? As I mentioned, I really want to say thank you so much again to the people who did donate. We're gonna start with them, if that's all right, if that's okay, and then we'll get into. It's mostly people who entered for free. Mostly, there's only 7 people that we have here that donate, which are very sweet, very kind. Thank you so much. And I put it as sold out, so you can't buy it, but it is very nice of you guys. And let's go ahead and let's get into our readings. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, it's your stream. You do what you want. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't want to offend anybody, that's all. Maybe I should have scattered them. Okay, let's start with Manari. Or was Manari first? I think the first. Oh, yeah, STARRA. We're gonna do STARRA. STARRA, you're at 15 minutes and 55 seconds. STARRA, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Let me give you a shout out too, since you gave me your app. I think. What do you mean? Did I enter too late? Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but thank you for coming. You're welcome to watch and learn. I'm gonna teach you guys. I'm gonna teach. Oh, the channel doesn't exist. Oh, maybe I spelled it wrong. STARRA 202. Oh no, sorry, I think you gave me the wrong username, but that's okay. Just let me know, and if you do come to stream later, we will shout you out. But we have STARRA! As you guys know, all palms have different colors, and they all mean different things. STARRA here has a very beautiful pink hand. Now I did enhance the picture a little bit so I could see her lines a little bit better. Her most prominent line is her fate line right here. What does that mean? Well, excuse me, her lifeline. So we're gonna put it as pink. Put that pink, and then we'll put. She has a very lovely, sturdy hand. So I would personally say it's an earth hand, which actually goes really in line with her lifeline. Her lifeline is her most prominent line here. And then we have it presented open. And having an open hand means that she's very friendly. So let's walk through this. Pink. Why pink? Well, pink is very sweet, very friendly, warm. It's outgoing. They're very optimistic. They want to get to know people. They're usually so lively, and they have a beautiful smile. These are healthy people. Having a pink hand is the healthiest color. As you can see, there are other colors. We kind of want to go for pink. We kind of want to go for pink. Now, if you do see blue in your hand, go to a doctor, please. And if your hand is that color of red, go to a doctor, please. But you, my lovely STARRA, you have a very, very beautiful pink hand. Very friendly, very sweet. Now, I think that you know, if this is just me sort of saying I would go more for earth, just because you look very sturdy. If you had lankier fingers, if they were more slender or knobby, it would have been air or water. And if they, if your fingers were a little bit shorter, I would have said fire. Or if you had even pinker hands. But I think you have an earth. I think you have an earth with a little bit of fire. So it is technically mixed, but I think more so earth. Now, what does that mean? Well, having earth placements in your hands means that you're very grounded and you're reliable. You show up for people. You try your best to be on time. It means a lot to you, and you work very, 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 very hard. Now, your hand's open, and people who have open hands, they're open-minded. They're often independent. They're not codependent. They're not out here being like, hey, I need you to do this for me, or or I'm in trouble. No, they always try to make sure that they can take care of their own. You probably always had the intention to be there for everyone, especially with this earth hand with a prominent lifeline and an open hand. You're the friendliest friend. With an earth life and an open hand, that's the friendliest friend hand I've ever seen. Now, we do have your we have your fate line right here. And your fate line is going straight to your Saturn finger. So that means you are a hard worker, but you do have to work hard if you want to see things come to fruition. Some people, their fate line goes to luckier things. I've seen a fate line that goes to the sun finger. That means that they'll be famous. I've seen a fate line that goes straight to Jupiter, which means anything that they point to, they can have. Especially in their career. And so I would say for you, sTARRA, that if you, as long as you're resilient, as long as you work hard, you'll make it. Now, you do have a triangle, which, by the way, triangles in your hands represent success, and it is right next to your lovely headline. And your headline is all about thought. It's all about having control and being able to think for yourself. And so having a beautiful triangle right there, right in the center, that means that you're able to make decisions for yourself. You're not easily influenced or swayed. You have a good head on your shoulder. Okay, I will say that your lovely heart line here, which is about your emotions, is a little short. It's a little short, not a bad, and we also have some islands there. All that means is that maybe you struggle keeping friendships for a long time, and that's just because you're trying to find the right people. That's all. Other than that, I will say we have a split. You may find that there's a really big life event that happens a bit later in your life. Okay, that's what we have, sTARRA. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you very, very much. You're nervous? Oh my goodness, am I a bit laggy? Let me turn off my little camera stuff. Maybe that'll help. Oh, that helped so much. Okay. Are you guys enjoying this? Isn't this fun? Did everyone from Twitter get pricked? I picked most people from Twitter. I did as many people from Twitter as I could. I was entering people last minute. That's why I was 30 minutes late. I hope you guys understand. I'm noting so much. Oh good. Okay, let us get to the next hand. We're gonna do KrrzforBacon. KrrzforBacon, thank you very much for donating. That was very nice of you. Thank you so much. We have... once again, oh my gosh, this is like a classic earth hand. A little bit of air. Just because your hands are a little bit dry. You know, the texture of your hand is very important. I know, it's really strange, but the texture is important. And so it is a little dry, so, you know, air, it means thoughtfulness. You also don't have very deep lines. Actually, you know, that's so funny. Your most prominent line, too, is it's also your lifeline. So funny. Pretty much the same. I would say you're a bit in between for closed and open, though. But we're gonna go through the lines. You also have your fate line. This is your career line going straight to Saturn. You gotta work hard to make it in life. I'm sorry. But some people don't even have a fate line, which means they're a bit directionless. They don't really know what they're gonna do. They're kind of confused. They're like, I don't know what I like. I like so many things. But having a clear path and being tenacious enough to follow it is very nice. And so you do have a very important purpose. And I would say that this is probably your other second important line. Now, other than that, I will say we do have one, and this is fun. This is really fun. We have a line right here, and this represents a soulmate. It's right between this Mercury finger. So Mercury, this is a finger about law, okay? Mercury is all about thought and intellect and communication. Your pinky finger, you're very beautiful. Little pinky finger is all about law and communication and the way that we think. It's air energy. And so what do you think you do whenever you have your love line? So this is your love line. In between, like this little mound here next to your Mercury line. Well, that's marriage, baby. It can't be marriage. It can be contracts. Some people think it's like someone that you signed up to incarnate with. And so I personally think that it means that you have a soulmate that you can meet. Now, just because you have a soulmate doesn't necessarily mean that you'll get married, but you know, the opportunity's there. And it's looking around a little bit more than midlife. So I would say around the age of like 36, 37 personally. Now, your prominent lifeline, strong. resilient, okay? You're family oriented. You probably really care about the people in your life and you enjoy nature. Very, you know, this is a hand that will chop some wood. This is a hand that will do some mechanical stuff if they need to. Yes, I just started. I hope you guys are enjoying. Now, we have your headline. Your headline, listen, just because you have a faint headline does, and it could be the photo, it could be the photo. Just because you have a faint headline doesn't mean you're stupid, all right? To those of you that don't have a very strong headline, it doesn't mean you're dumb, okay? Okay? It just means that you need to make decisions quickly. You don't like to stall, you don't like to wait. You're like, I need this now. I want to get this done. I want to get this over with. I don't want to wait. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're impatient all the time. It doesn't. It just means that when it comes to your own life, your own decisions, you're like, I gotta go, 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 go. In my opinion, this is a hand of a workaholic. So, and I think it's just because you like to do things right. I like to do things right. All right. Let's get to the next person. Thank you very much, KrrzforBacon. Another one, a nice in between. So you're friendly, but you're still cautious. You're kind, but to the right people. And you know, it's also very good that you have very sturdy fingers. In palmistry, when your fingers are sturdy, it means that you're good at saving money. It means you're good at saving money. Isn't that nice? Oh, you also have an X here. An X here means protection, and also a really nice triangle as well next to your life and your fate. Just so you know, when it comes to career, where you live is very important. All right, that's what I have, KrrzforBacon. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. You're so sweet for supporting me. Hi, guys. Welcome in. We're going to do Manari next. Hi. Oh, yes, it's my water droplet too. Are you guys enjoying? I hope it's fun. I made a cheat sheet. Maybe I should put it up on the thing. Would that make it easier to follow? Palmistry cheat sheet. I don't even think I have it down. Wait, no, I did download it. I just put them on my head. Because it felt right. Oh my god, it's huge! It's huge! This is a cheat sheet we made! Isn't it cute? I guess we could reference it. We'll use it as reference. Okay. I don't know if that's readable. I don't know if you guys can read that. But I'll turn it on and off. So I'll say you have a nice little in-between. You've got a kind of like mostly earth, a little bit of air. You have a nice healthy pink. Oh, honestly, a little bit of yellow too. So yellow. Oh, this is Manari. This is Manari. Oops. This is Manari. But anyways, hi Manari. I didn't put your timestamp in. I just started reading automatically. It's in me. Okay, Manari, your timestamp is 28 minutes. Exactly. It's so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. I can read it. Good. Nice. You're fine. Thank you. Oh, I like educational stuff. I do. And I think palmistry is so much fun. Thank you, everybody who's watching, by the way. All right, let's do the next person. We're doing Manari. Manari, your timestamp is 28 minutes. 28 minutes. And yeah, you have a like in between yellow and pink. I'll admit to you, you know, yellow means that sometimes we can be a little bit irritable. Now listen, the color of our hands change depending on our health and our well-being. And so, you know, yellow sometimes says that maybe we need more sleep, we need more rest, you know, stuff like that. Or we need to eat healthier food, that's all. But just irritable because we're not feeling too great, if you've been experiencing that. But I would say we also have pink. You know, there's pink in your palm. We've got pink here. We've got some pinks in the fingertip. Once again, friendly, warm, outgoing, generous, healthy. You know, you care about people. We like the pink. Next to that, I would say, and I'm pretty sure I've told you what I believe your hand to be. It's a little bit at an angle, your hand. And so I think it is sort of a classic little mixed hand. Just because, well, because you have the long fingers, but they're not knobby. They're not too knobby. And so I would go more so water, because they look moisturized. More so water. And water hands are intuitive. They are, how do I say? They're often very emotional, and they really care about others. And they always do their best to be empathetic no matter what situation, and a little sensitive, but very, very optimistic, very imaginative in their own way. They always try to assume the best in others. And so I would more so lean towards water. Other than that, I think your major line is your heart line, which that isn't surprising. People who have a major heart line are often very, very intuitive. So heart lines are empathetic, they're very loving, once again, caring, they can feel, and so this is a very, very sort of watery energy that we've got going on, and we love that it's open. Now, onto the lines themselves. We have quite a few little soulmate lines, which I know people like. We have the soulmate line sort of earlier in life. I would say probably around the ages of like, maybe 1920. A little bit later in life, we have two more coming in. That'll be interesting. It's kind of like I fall in love with someone and it doesn't really work out, and then I get on to the next one. Did I miss one? No, you're good, Macha. You're absolutely good. We still have you in the queue. Don't worry. And so I do see, you know, we've got three souls that came in to meet you. Very important. That's because of Mercury and your heart line. I do think your heart line is very important. We do have some emotional turbulence, I'll say again. We always start life over here, by the way. And when I say emotional turbulence, I just think that you care about people, and it's important that you find people who understand you, and I think those will filter out. But making sure that you aren't, making sure that you don't let other people decide how you feel, I'll say, is important. Okay? Okay? Now, I will tell you that you do have a career line. It's right here, and it goes in this direction. And it sort of splits too. It splits. And so sometimes this can mean we start one career and we're like, I don't like that anymore. I don't like that. That's boring. And then we go off and we start something else, and that seems a little bit more consistent. You also have a girdle of Venus, which is the most common. That's right here, your girdle of Venus. Once again, more emotional, more loving, more very empathetic. It's a very feminine energy. So that's what I'll have to say. Very nice hand, very nice, very sturdy hand. A little bit of blue here as well, but that's not too bad. If your hand was all blue, and I'll mention this again, if you have an all blue hand, go to a doctor. You don't have enough oxygen. Very common in people that have sleep apnea, people who struggle with their allergies, stuff like that. So anyways, let's get to the next person. Thank you very much, Manari. Oops, I'm moving me. Stay put, me. Okay. Do you guys like this? Is this fun? Okay. Ocean. Let's put your timestamp in, Ocean. Ocean, your timestamp is 33 minutes and 31 seconds. Yeah, would you guys like me to go through everybody that I have again? I'd ask for your hand, but people would read into it too much. Oh, you think so? No, it's just fun. Color is the tone of the palm. Yeah, the palm. And you also look for the fingernails and the tips and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. And it's very common, by the way, and I'll mention before, if you have a little bit of blue right here, look, it's very, very blue, more blue than this. Usually, it's common in women because of our menstruation. And also, it has to do with the womb. I know that's really, isn't that interesting? menstruation and also menopause. And some Chinese people say that if it's super blue right here, they might be pregnant. Anyways, what elements? Oh, oh, that's right. What they have water elements. Sorry, my head's in the way. There we go. Here, we'll bring this down too. Let's bring down the chat. Ta-da! Yay! Okay, Ron, we need to speak about this later. What is that? Okay, just text me. Just text me. Okay, let's do Ocean. Let me fix Ocean's timestamp. We have 35 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, Ocean. Once again, I think you look very healthy. I think it looks so healthy. But, oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to reference this. My bad. I'll talk about it in a second, but we'll move this here. But I think you are a good pink. I think it's a nice pink, so I'm gonna keep this here. Now, I think you have air hands and water hands, and there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Everybody has a little bit of a mix, but sometimes I just kind of pick one. But for you, the reason I think it's air and water is people who have the sort of knobs right here, always air. Not only that, but you have the long fingers and the knobs. Now, what does an air hand mean? What does that mean? Intellectual, very curious. You always communicate what you need. You really value people who speak up, okay? You probably have a very powerful, very beautiful voice as well. And water hands are deeply intuitive and empathetic. They're very caring, they're very loving. Other than that, I like your nails. That's it for like the element. I feel like that also, look, they're blue, dude. It has to be air and water. It has to be. Healthy hand. You know, I always get kind of worried telling people that their hand looks healthy and it turns out they're sick. I feel so bad, but it looks healthy nonetheless. Healthy in a sort of basic way. Okay, another reason I'm kind of more so, I gotta admit, I think it is more so air. Because we have some dryness here. People who have air hands have very dry hands. But just, keep in mind that we do have a long palm. And so that does give it a little bit of water. Okay, now, what's your major line? So how do we pick a major line? It's usually the most deepest, it's the strongest color. Sometimes it can be the longest. That doesn't have to be the case. What really stands out to me personally, Ocean, is your headline. So once again, more air energy. I'll put the headline here. And what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, look at this. So and we have a short headline. The headline has to do with our thoughts, our learning, our decisions. It's all about our bingo bongo braino. And you have a short one, and it is split at the end. And I actually included that because of you. I was like, oh, let's split. So, quick-witted, prefers learning through experiences, but it's also forked, and so this is being very adaptable and being able to see multiple perspectives. You might be really drawn, I don't know if you like tarot at all, but you might be really drawn to the Hangman. The Hangman is a mix of water and air energy. I don't know if that means anything to you. I just wanted to mention it because the Hangman is seeing things from a new perspective, and in the original, he's got a little lake underneath him and it has his reflection in it. So, but it has to do with thought and enlightenment, stuff like that. You're very smart and you take your smartness seriously. Other than that, I would say your least prominent line is the career. You probably care more about your education. You care more about your interests and expanding your mind more so than making money. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. You have a very, very, very healthy lifeline, dude. Oh my goodness. So this is our vitality, right? And also, oh my gosh, wait, I messed this up. I just realized I messed up the cheat sheet. Oh no, I gotta fix that. I'm so sorry. Well, the lifeline has to do with our life, like where we live and our vitality. Dude, I'm doing my best. I'll teach you what I know. I swear. That is this. Yo, now is a hit. Yeah. So, yeah. Now let's talk about your heart line. Your heart line, and by the way, you have a soulmate line here, and I would say that's around 35, 40. So the end of our life is always right at the base, and the beginning is right here, and you're sort of past the middle. And so I usually say around 35, 40, you might meet somebody very important to you. Now, your heart line, it does have a split in it, and I think that'll... Listen, life begins here, and it goes down. You may find that you fall in love with somebody like at 40, and I mean that. And it's a deep sort of love. It's a soulmate. It doesn't have to be, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic interest. Like, let's say you're married. Let's say you're married. It could be your dog. It could, you know, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's necessarily people we get married to. I think it can even be our children. And so, you know, if you think about someone you love in your life that maybe you met around that age, that, you know, you feel very drawn to, just know there's an important thing there. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get to the next person. Thank you, Ocean. Thank you so much. Beautiful hand. Let me close this. Tee-hee-hee. Alright. Let's get to the next person. Droplet's so cute. How do you get a palm reading? We had a nice thing that we did on the Twitter and in the community. And I told everybody that if they wanted a palm reading, they're welcome to join on the Twitter here. Right here. It was an event I did. And for people that wanted to support me, I had like a Ko-fi slot for guaranteed ones. And so that's what we're doing today. If you'd like to learn palmistry, you're welcome to join us. It's really fun. It's really interesting. You can learn something about yourself. Okay, let's do Cass. Casstheberry. Your timestamp is 41 minutes and 41 seconds. I'm learning so good. Also, you're there too, Chi-Chi. I can't scroll through all of them, but just know you're there. Just know you're there. All right. Okay. All right, let me drink some water. We've been going for 40 minutes. Where did the time go? You saw yourself? Good. Alrighty. We're doing Cass now. Thank you, Cass. I know you've been waiting. You were the first person to show up. And, your hand is very light. And so, I want to say that it's like here. Are you introverted, Cass? Usually people who have a white hand are, you know, they're cold all the time. I'm cold! They usually like to wear cozies. I am not? Oh, okay. That's what white means. It's not the whitest hand in the world. I would say it is, like, I can see blood in your hand. There is blood here. But that's usually what a white hand would mean. But it's not the whitest hand. Now, pink is warm. It's friendly. So it's very conflicting with white, isn't it? It's outgoing. It's optimistic. It's very generous. It's very healthy. Very healthy. So I would say it's sort of like a light pink. So maybe you're very friendly, but in a soft way. Okay. After that, what element do you have? Dude, this is a fire hand. I know a fire hand when I see one. I just do. Why? Well, fire hands are sort of, they have that kind of earthy, excuse me, not earthy, as in the short fingers, but they have the long palm. And so I see your palm is a little bit long. It's not square. You don't have a square palm. It's more of a rectangle. But you also have fingers that just say like, I'm ready to create. I'm ready to express myself. And so I would more so say fire. But what else would I say you have? Like a fire water. Which is so funny because pink and white usually is similar to that. Water and then some fire energy. Like a fire water, just because you look moisturized. And also, you know, you don't have the shortest fingers in the world. Water is very intuitive. And I'm not trying to say you're not intuitive. I don't know. It feels more fire to me. So I'm gonna kind of like say a little bit of water with some fire. After that, your most prominent line is your heart line. That's easy. That's easy to tell. Very deep. Notice how it sort of indents right here. You even have a color change. Oh my goodness. You even have all your... So this is rare. Not everybody has this. Not everybody has a fate line, by the way. But the fate line goes all the way. And usually it stops right here for most people. But if it hits most of your lines, that actually means something. But yours does something unique where it touches your Saturn finger. And so this tells me that we have a very important thing that we love, and we can make money doing it. And the reason I say it, well, it's important and we love it, is because it's touching your heart line. And it's going all the way up to Saturn. And Saturn says that we learn from our mistakes, that we're able to overcome challenges. Saturn always gifts us. And so, you know, if you had a hard time in career, like making money, this always says, especially if it touches Saturn in your heart line, that if you love it and you don't give up, it will work out for you. Because Saturn always gives us a gift. Not, like, once again, we got an open hand. Open hand. So, open-minded, independent, easygoing, friendly. Very, very similar to the pink we got going on here. We don't have too many lines down here. If you have lines towards the wrist, that usually, like a lot of lines, like let's say underneath your wrist you have so many lines, that means you have generational wealth. We don't have too many lines here. That's not to say that you won't be wealthy. You know, because once again, you have Saturn. Saturn says that as long as you're consistent and you love what you do, you will make it. And you will, you know, you'll do really well for yourself. But, you know, here, these lines, they might say that, you know, we're not going to give billions to our kids. And that's okay. That's okay. All right. You do have some interesting lines here that intersect with each other. So this is connected to your lifeline. Your lifeline is a little short. That doesn't mean you're gonna die early, by the way. Some people think like, oh my god, my lifeline, it doesn't reach down to my wrist and it stops towards my thumb. Oh, it's over. No. All it means is that you probably like to sit cozy. People who have a really long lifeline, they like to be active. They like to, you know, go play sports, and they like to be getting hot and go to the gym and all this means I prefer a cozier life. And also, all of your lines are very healthy, very strong. You know, those are really good indications. Okay, and it has to do with your physical energy. So that's all. That's all. Alrighty. I don't see any soulmate lines. Maybe you have some little ones. I kind of see a little one right here. But if you do have a soulmate line, if it's in the middle, that means 30. And if it's anything above the middle, that means it's like 40 plus. Just so you know, that's how that works. Alright, thank you. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you for supporting me. Alright. Let's get to the next person. We got Detective Glave. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a mixed hand, like a truly mixed hand. Earth and air. Both of them. But I feel like I should do this. I do that. Also healthy, you know. Pink is healthy, nice to see. Nobody in my chat is dying. Though I will say that your thumb is very red. Your thumb actually means something, so, oh my goodness. So our thumb is our Mars energy. And Mars is very ambitious. Mars is like, I want that. So our thumb grabs, right? Let me point to the thumb. Our thumb likes to grab stuff. That's why our thumb being like red or being very long, that means we're a go-getter, that means we're a hustler, that means we're a boss, you know, in a good way, not in a bad way. Maybe, you know, it can sometimes mean if we have a lot of red and a really big thumb that we had anger issues growing up. But that doesn't mean that we can't overcome them. We're all, you know, we all have some sort of issue when we're young. But that's what that means. We haven't had any avatars yet? No, not yet. No, not a truly like all over the place hand. Now, the reason why I would more so say Earth for you, Detective Glave, which I forgot to put your timestamp in because I got excited again. Detective Glave. 49 minutes. There you go. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Alright. I will say we have Earth energy because you have so many lines. And also, these are hands that have put in work, put in time. And you know, Earth energy is very grounded. They're very responsible. They take care of business. And that sort of kind of aligns with this, like, you even have some calluses here, dude. Like, you're doing something. You're doing something. And by the way, our calluses, our moles and stuff on our hands, that is part of the reading. Now, interesting you're a lefty. Interesting you're let's go lefty. So people who have a dominant lefty hand, you have a lot of purpose and intuition into your life. You understand what's important to you. You know, you never had to question if you should go there or you should be this or anything like that. You understand. Like, you understand yourself well. You know, these are people who reflect often. And so it's nice to have a lefty. Other than that, another reason I say Earth is because of we have lots of lines here that have to do with money and like savings. But air, more so, I'd say air because of the long fingers, also looking a little dry. And we have a very, oh my goodness, Detective Glave, you have a very, very prominent, what is this? Headline, which has to do with our thought and our intellect. So let's put that here. Headline. Another open, friendly. Aww. If you had put your hands together, a lot of people open their hands, I noticed. But if your hands were together, that usually means like you're really shy and you know, you don't really want to talk to anybody and oh, I'm a little nervous. But having open hands says, I'm comfortable. I trust you, Ron. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anything other? Honestly, you have the most prominent. This is Venus. Your Venus mound. So in palm, there's all kinds of stuff that you have to learn in palmistry. There's mounds, there's lines, there's fingers. All of the fingers have elements to them. For you, your most important mound is Venus. And if you have an important Venus mound, the age of 25 is very impactful for you. And, you know, all this Earth energy with Venus, oh my gosh. All of this is like, I'm making money lines, by the way. So, you know, you really take care of business, is all I have to say. You also have the magic M. If you have an M in your hand, it means that you're really good at manifesting. Really good at manifesting. Your career line has some splits in it. You know, maybe it took you a little bit to find something that was secure enough for you, but you figured it out. You figured it out. Lots of really interesting lines. You got an X here. Well, I will say your X is over here in the moon section. Maybe you don't trust your feelings. Maybe you don't trust your feelings sometimes, but that's okay. You've got a soulmate line, though it is later in life, so it could be a grandchild. It is a little, or maybe that is in the middle. If it's later, it's usually a grandchild, but if it's in the middle, sometimes it's like a genuine, like, oh, we're meant to get married. That's my person! So look around like 30, 35, that age range. Okay. That's what I have. I hope that you like that, Detective Glave. Thank you so much. I'm worried, Ron, was my photo. Oh, your photo's great. Don't worry. Your photo is great. Okay. We have Edwin. You have Edwin. Ron, how do I send you a photo of my hand? We'll do another palmistry soon, but as you can tell, I put these in myself. Like, I edited them and everything in Photoshop. So for now, we're stocked up full. And I've only gotten through, let's see. I've only gotten through 6 people. Okay, we have, oh yeah, we did. We've got Edwin. Edwin, thank you for supporting me. Thank you so much. Edwin, your timestamp is 54 minutes and 10 seconds. Brad, did you get mine? I didn't because it was in green light, so that's what I said. I'm sorry. I know I messaged you. I messaged you on accident on Twitter. I'm so sorry. But send me another photo later. Can we send it for free? Most of these are free. Most of these, I'm doing 30 of them for free. I will tell you guys, the freebies, I'm gonna do my best to like get through them and tell you the basics, if that's okay. That's why I have like the sheet here. But I'm trying to like teach. I'm trying to teach. Is that alright? But I am gonna get through everyone. I am. I promise. We've got another 2-3 hours I can go. We're good. Let me drink some water. Cheers, everybody. Okay. All right. Hyacinth, I'm actually gonna do yours. Cause I did put you in. I want to do the one with your photo. If that's okay. If that's okay. All right. Let's do Edwin. Edwin, thank you very much for trusting me with your palm reading. Let me fix your timestamp. We got 55 minutes and 45 seconds. And that'll be in the description on the stream if you ever want to see it again. Which one has Ron done already? I have done Detective Glave, Cass, Ocean, Manari, KrrzforBacon, and STARRA. We're getting through them. We're getting through them. Okay. Edwin. Oh, Edwin. Oh, Edwin. Your hand. You have a very dependable hand. That is an earth hand. So dependable. I like it. I think this is a classic earth hand. You know, sometimes earth hands have a lot of lines. But what I like about yours is your lines are very prominent. And I do, I see some lines in there. It could just be the photo. But I think this is earth hand. Sturdy. We love earth energies. This is, a square palm. Sort of, not the shortest fingers, but in relation to the palm, they're usually the same size. Thick skin, strong lines. And these are very practical, grounded, reliable. These are hardworking people. When you really care about something, you're going to give it your all. You're going to take that shit to the ground. Now, I'll tell you this. Sometimes classic earth hands are a little stubborn. And that's okay. It's okay to be a little stubborn. We'll figure it out. We just have to figure it out ourselves. You also have a pink hand, so you're nice and healthy. Now, your most prominent line is your heart line. Love, relationships, emotions, the way we give and receive affection. You probably really value your friends, your family, your loved ones. Maybe you're a very romantic person and you want to be with someone and care for them, and they care for you and all that stuff, and that's very, very sweet. Good for you. You also have a soulmate line. You have a soulmate line right here, Edwin. Right here. Now, why is this the most prominent? And what does that mean? And by the way, you have a mostly closed hand. Let me put that in there. Closed. Oh, I can't move it. Did I lock it? I did. There we go. Closed. So maybe you're a bit introverted at times. A little bit timid. We gotta warm up to people. You can't just give your heart out freely. But we do really care. You probably really value people's opinions. You really want to make sure you do right by others. It's a nice line, Having a long, healthy heart line says that you're open-hearted and you're expressive and you deeply value your love and your bonds. Now, it's very strong and clear, and so your emotions are strong, and you're very sincere in the way that you express your emotions too. So this is like, I'm not gonna play with your heart. I'm not gonna play with your feelings. I'm gonna do my best to, be transparent, because that means a lot to you, and I think that it's like I was raised to care sort of energy, especially with the earth, Now your lines are healthy. You have a very, very good career line. Your career line goes in between Saturn and Jupiter. Just point to something and you can make it happen, but you do have to work for it, You can have it. You can do it. It's yours. You can experience it. Just point and take it, baby. But you have to make sure that you're patient with yourself. You're showing up for it. You're working hard. And Saturn will provide for you. Always does. Saturn loves when we're patient and we're hardworking and we're tenacious. And so usually people's career lines will go all the way to Saturn, not all the way, but it'll point towards Saturn. It's nice to have it in between. You know, once again, you can really make it. Other than that, I see, you have a split down here. This can be a major life transition. We also have a pretty, not the longest headline. Once again, that doesn't mean that you're stupid. It just means that you like to learn from experience. You want to see it for yourself. That's not to say that you don't like to read. It is very thick. You know, a thick line does say it is important. I don't know why, but whenever I say the word thick, it feels naughty. Oh my gosh, we reached 7,400 to my goal. Hey! You love the droplet. Sorry, guys. Thank you for getting me to my follower goal. It's very nice of you. Also, Razi, thank you for the follow. But this is nice. This is really good. I like your hand. It's good. I don't see anything too bad. I really don't. You're nice and healthy. It's very strong. You've got a really good lifeline. You don't have any islands, by the way. An island is like a little bubble you'll see in the line. I don't see any. There is some feathering. So this can mean like there's some setbacks, but oh, you even have a triangle on your headline. Dude, there's something that you're gonna fail at, but you're gonna get up and you're gonna try it again, and it's gonna work out so well for you. Especially if it has to do with school. Especially if it has to do with school. But anyways, that's what we have, Edwin. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Alright. We have John. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Chris, thank you. Yeah. Both roasty and sugar cookies. I try to be honest. This is very cute. Thank you, guys. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let's see how our YouTube people are doing. I feel like, oh, there's 4 of you. Hi, YouTube. You haven't been in my lives in a while. Well, welcome. We're talking about palmistry today. Oh, hi, Aumery. You made it here. Thank you. That's you, John. Hey, John. John, you're so nice. Thank you very much for supporting me. You're so sweet. Okay, we have 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 8 seconds, and that's your timestamp. And you can find that later if you ever want to watch it again. You took a nice photo, by the way. Oh my gosh, actually, I wanted to tell you, John, that you took the best photo in the batch. I actually mean that. So most people, I had to edit the photo. Like this one, I had to edit this one so I could see the lines better. Honestly, I probably should have done Jubb's too. But yours was, I was like, wow, you can see everything. It's amazing. Thank you. Very thoughtful. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I think it's pink. I think the flash just kind of highlighted. Oh, you're late? No, you're not too late, Cart Boy. Don't worry. Welcome in. Thank you for helping. Welcome back, Snom. Welcome back. We're just about there to the entries. Don't you worry, guys. Yeah. Now, John, I think you have a mixed hand. It's not too big. You know, it's not too long. Your fingers aren't too long. They're not knobby. They're not too wet. They're not too dry. It's looking good. I think that you have a very nice mixed hand, like a genuine mixed hand. So, what does that mean? You know, people who are mixed hand, they're very multifaceted. They're very balanced. I suppose a better way to say it is balanced. So, they have a combination of everything. So, they're versatile. They're adaptable. They're able to sort of think on their feet, think on their toes. They can usually read a room pretty well too, you know? Usually really good at reading a room. Okay, so that's what I have for that hand type. Now your most prominent line. Interesting. we have the most going on here. Look at all those islands. You see those islands? Sometimes that can mean that we have a hard time explaining how we feel to people. But it's a good line. Like it's deep. It's not the longest, but it is deep. We care. But maybe sometimes we struggle explaining how we care. Like people don't quite understand us. And that's okay. But I think your most prominent line is your lifeline, which is nice. I do see you have a career line. It starts right here. And it goes all the way up to Saturn. There's a little split here, which is interesting. But I think it kind of stops at the heart line. So definitely going to college, having some sort of certification, you know, I think that you have a lot of skills. You know, what you do requires a lot of skills. I don't think you would do it if you didn't like it too. This is somebody who says, you know, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right. Especially when it kind of intersects into the heart as well as this. Sometimes our career line does touch our lifeline, but for you, not necessarily. And so this does mean like maybe you're not using your body too much. Like that's not to say you don't work hard, but it can mean that the career that's meant for you, you're sort of just using your hands. It's very dexterous in nature, not necessarily, like I mentioned earlier, being a mechanic or a lumberjack and like sweating and like running around all day. And watch you like work on an oil rig or something and I'm wrong. Interesting. Yeah, that's what these mean. Okay, now you have very nice, you have lots of lines down here. And as I mentioned earlier, that does mean generational wealth. You also have some money-making lines, which is good to see. Some blue here. Like I mentioned earlier, it's normal to have blue. Sometimes if we have a lot of blue in our hand, it can mean we're not getting enough oxygen. So, you know, take deep breaths. Maybe it'll go away. We just need more air. I see some blue here too, but nothing I would say go to the doctor. Nothing like that. Now your most prominent mound. A prominent mound is a few things have to happen. Sometimes there's a callus. Sometimes there's a mole. Sometimes there's a scar. And sometimes it just kind of really juts out. I am really, obviously our thumbs they just naturally jut out, but I don't know, this really big line right here, and you have so many lines. I would say Venus. Venus is your most important mound. What does that mean? What does the Venus mound mean? Oh, please explain things. Well, the mounds are important because it represents a certain like time in our life that's important. For you, it's around 25. I don't know how old you are, but 25, life gets very serious. Life starts to throw things at you. You start to realize who you are. We're understanding what we want out of our life, what our purpose is, that sort of stuff. And so, I don't know about you. My prominent mound is actually in Mercury, so I still have a long time before I figure out who I am. Oh, I'm 32. So I guess I just don't know who I am yet. But maybe you know who you are. And that's really nice. Okay, that's what I have, John. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. That was really nice. I like that. Okay, we've made it. We've made it to the entries. And let's see. Hyacinth, your timestamp is 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 15 seconds. Hi, you're so welcome. Thank you. You left it all good. I'm really glad. Thank you so much. This is really nice. Well, age reveal. Oh shit. Oh, my bad. So actually, 500 and. God damn it! Oh, I don't know what it is about palm readings, but I always do something that like slightly doxes myself. Sorry. Anyways. Oops. It's okay, it's fine. If you're a VTuber, you're kind of in this age range anyways. Aumery, thank you for the raid. That's so nice of you. We gotta shout out Hyacinth. Hyacinth, I see that you're here. Let me see. Let me get your timestamp. We're shouting out. If you were a VTuber, if you're a creator, and we have your palm here, we will shout you out, especially if you're here. But I always do that in general. I just do that for people. At least I try to when I have time and I notice. There we go. All right. Okay, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome. We are doing some palm readings. We are, and my chat is so sweet. They're so lovely. If you'd like to learn about your palm, maybe your palm sort of looks similar to this, then, you know, maybe there's something in here you're meant to know. Can you divine with your palm? You can. You can divine. You can come up with some ages where things are important. And oh my goodness, Hyacinth, you have a sunline. Congratulations. Aw, man, that's really nice. Oh, you have a sunline. I want to spread some love. Well, I thank you for spreading the love. That's very sweet. And thank you, Raiders, for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So, Hyacinth, what would I say about your hand? Number one, I see pink in the palm. I think I think you've got some melanin, which we love. I'm trying to get my melanin on. I'm going to Hawaii, oh my gosh, to see my family, and I'm kind of pale right now, and I'm actually so scared they're gonna make fun of me. Why don't you go outside? Oh my god, because I'm a VTuber. That's why. But no, I think it's healthy. We've got pink. We've got pink. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know. I can't say yellow. I think more so pink though. You know, you look for where the blood rushes and it looks nice and pink. So warm, kind, and friendly. That sort of stuff. Oh my goodness! I will say your hand isn't the most moisturized, but I'm gonna go with water. I think you have a water hand. What does that mean? Well, water hands are emotional, intuitive. They're very artistic too. They're quite empathetic. They offer a lot of insight into people's lives by listening to how they feel. You know, maybe you've always been the therapist friend. Maybe you've always been the friend that is giving an ear, giving your heart to others. That is a water hand. Also, water hands are known to be very psychic as well. Now, the most prominent line is your heart line, which is so common in water hand. So common. Oh my goodness. So once again, compassionate. Our heart line is all about our emotions, our relationships, our love life, the way we give affection, and so very loving. Oh my gosh. I think that the people in your life are so important to you. I think you're such a sweetie. You're a cutie. Even your hand looks so gentle. You have like a gentleness, etherealness to your hand. You probably get compliments. You should do hand cam streams. People would love it. Your hands look beautiful. So dainty. Now, we have lots of very strong lines here. So you have a sun line. Oh my gosh, Apollo line. That represents fame. You know, people who have a sun line, this is our sun finger right here. And so having this line says that we are seen, that we have something to share, that people look in our direction. They're very creative. You know, these are people who are born talented. Born talented. Yeah. And that's what I have, Hyacinth. I hope that you enjoyed that. We do have a split here in your headline. You might struggle making up your mind sometimes, but once you do, you know, you follow through. You follow through. And once again, maybe not the most active person, but yeah, it's still strong. You know, I don't think that you never move, but probably, you know, you probably don't enjoy running around. I don't. I give my heart to blow. Oh, that's so sweet. And it is closed, so it can be quite reserved at times. But I think it'll open up over time. I give my heart, aw, it's so sweet. Hi, Firehill! It's not as pretty outside as it is in Hawaii. Oh, where you are? Oh, I wanna go home. That's, every time my aunt and uncle talk to me, I'm like, I miss the white skies in Hawaii. That's literally me. Okay. Okay, SpectralWolfeh. And your timestamp is 1:14:11. Maybe you're seeing 14 ones, fours, lots of ones, by the way. How can you read mine? We're doing entries that entered. Thank you for coming in. I'll say this, Spectral. Not the most crisp picture, but I'll do my best for you. I'll do my best for you. I think that looks like a fire hand to me. You don't know why? We've got the short fingers. So our fingers represent how we put energy out, okay? And so if our fingers are short, that means we like to get things done quickly. We probably like to stem a lot. We probably really like to draw. We're probably, the kind of person who likes to feel everything and touch everything. If you see a flower, you gotta touch it. If you, stuff like that. That's what those sort of short fingers means, especially the fire hand. Now, it's pink. Everybody's healthy. I'm really happy. A nice little pink hand and a little bit of fire. Your most prominent line, honestly, me personally, I think your most prominent line is your heart line. But me personally, I'm very, very drawn to your headline. I think your headline is so interesting. Now, why? That shit's long, dude. It reaches all the way over here. You know how rare that is? Most people's headline stops here or here. Here or here. So number one, smart. Okay. Also, it's nice and straight, so you're pretty like, oh, I like that. You could probably laser focus into something, get tunnel vision, get that shit done, which is nice. Good for you. Good for you. Is there a little break in it? Let me see. No, I just think that's our hand creasing. We have a nice, we do, I think it is a little bit of a split here. Sometimes that means that we'll move. Let's see, so if you had your lifeline and it went whoop, 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 that would mean you're changing countries, dude. Like you're going somewhere completely different from where you grew up. But for you, Spectral, I think, maybe you move to the city over, Let's say that you lived somewhere for 10 years. Oh, you moved states in 2020? Yeah, maybe like the state, just right now. I'm close enough to family. I'm not across the world. Okay. Alright, let's see. I don't see a sun line. That's okay. If you don't have a sun line, it doesn't mean you won't be famous. I can't really see your career line though. I think maybe this is it. And it does kind of head in between, which is nice. Anytime our career line goes here, in between, it means if we point to something, we can do it. Because that's Jupiter. That's our Jupiter finger. Ah, look over there. Why Jupiter? Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It is the planet of experiences and learning and wanting to understand things on a deep level. And so, what do you do? What do you do when you're like, I don't know what that is? You point and you go, Mommy, what's that? And so that's why it's Jupiter, and that's why when our career line goes there, that means we just point at something, and if we explore it, if we have fun with it, but because it is in between with our nice Saturn finger, they'll say we have to be consistent. We have to show up. It has to be something that we don't give up on. We gotta show up every day sort of energy, but you can't have it. Can't have it. So it's very nice. Very, very nice. And you have a closed hand, so maybe you're a little bit shy, maybe you're a bit timid. That's all that means. Usually it implies like, I don't just talk to anybody, I don't like to bother anyone too much, and I'm scared of being too much sometimes. But that's not true. Everybody has something interesting to share with the world, and so we want to see that open up. It's just on my Twitter post. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's do Vyla. Vyla, your timestamp 1 hour, 18 minutes, and actually we've got 19 minutes exactly. 19 minutes exactly. Welcome in, Vyla. I don't know if Vyla's here. You're so welcome, Spectral. You're so welcome. I'll say this. Well, palmistry is fun. Well, palmistry is a good time. You know, sometimes it has things in there that's like interesting, but it doesn't decide your fate for you. You know, I just share what they mean, and I hope it's fun. I hope you enjoy it. I think it's a good time. You know who had a really interesting hand? Cotton, dude. I was like, Cotton's career in Jupiter. I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just jealous because my career line goes straight to Saturn. Cotton's was so cool. I know, right? I did enjoy his rates. All good. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. All right. Vyla. Vyla, let me fix your timestamp because I was just yapping. You got... I think you have a healthy hand. Nice nails, by the way. I like the nails. In terms of what kind of hand, I would say your fingers are pretty long. You know, we don't have short fingers at all. And your palm is pretty square. Now, what makes me apprehensive to choose air, as you can see, is you know, that is that kind of long finger square energy. Your hand doesn't look knobby, it doesn't look lanky. You know, you don't look like you're hoarding books. You don't look like you have scrolls. It looks soft. Your hand looks very soft and supple. It looks healthy. And I think that makes me want to more so lean towards like water. So it's sort of like a in-between of air and water. We're gonna go with water though. Like a soft water. Soft girl water. Now, your most prominent line is your headline, which I like that. We'll put that here. It's your headline, and your hand is closed. So that's your diagnosis. Your headline, having a prominent headline. So that means that you think things through, you know, you don't just go, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and just see what happens. It means that you are genuinely very smart and inquisitive. You try to learn as much as you can. You are very willing to try things out, but if it fails, you know, you're smart enough to know when to pull out. It's that sort of energy. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you were interested in becoming like a master of something. You know, you want to be the best at what you do. Anytime we have a very prominent headline, it's like, I need to learn as much as I can. I'm very interested. These are people who have intense special interests. Now, your second most prominent line is your heart line. So, you know, you are very loving. You know, don't get me wrong. Very loving, very healing, really care about your friends. But, you know, we just have a very long and we have a very deep headline. So that's what I would say there. Now, you do have a sun line too. So this is being seen and being born talented, you know, born with abilities. So it's really nice. Maybe you've always loved art. Maybe you've always loved music. Maybe you've always loved dance. Whatever it is, you have some sun lines here. So it's really nice. And I will say, usually our sun lines tell us that whatever we loved as a child, we will bring it to life in our adulthood in a way that really matters to us. You don't really, honestly, like you have little lines here, but I wouldn't really call those your career line per se. Career lines are more so very prominent. You know, they're a little bit deeper. They would look a little bit similar to this. So I would say, you know, you could maybe call this like a very faint career line. Maybe you don't quite know what you want to do to make money. You know, that's all that means. But that doesn't mean you won't. That doesn't mean you won't. Once again, you're very smart. I think you can figure it out. But honestly, as wonderful and amazing as money is, I don't think that's your biggest motivator. You know what I mean? I think your intense passion and interest in something matters way more. Okay, and that's your diagnosis, Vyla. I hope that you like that. Okay, let's do JubbDawg. All right, JubbDawg. Your timestamp timestamp is 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 9 seconds. How do I get it? Welcome in, everybody. Thank you to the people who are here on TikTok, by the way. We are doing entries, people who entered. If you want to come next time, I'm going to start doing these monthly, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I think it will be fun. Yeah! If you want to enter, well, we did, and unfortunately, it's past now. But we did a little entry here. Let me show you. I said, we're doing palm readings. If you'd like a free one, enter with a clear photo of your dominant hand. And that's what we did. Live palm readings be featured on Ron's stream at 7 p.m. CST. Live on Ron, Queen of Cups. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And we have a, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Anyways, I got distracted. But yeah, I was just taking people who wanted it. Who wanted it. I used a non-dominant hand. Oh, that's okay. Then take it with, what I'll tell you is your left hand represents more so like your spiritual side. And so these are usually things that we will enjoy later in life. Where our dominant hand is like, that's what we do when we're in our prime. That's what we do when we're working hard and stuff like that. And our left hand is more so kind of when life really calms and simmers down. So, alrighty. Oh, you just made it. Oh, thank you. I hope you follow me. I do events like this all the time. I do. Last event was only like 2 weeks ago. And that was funny. We did a stream with Cha-Cha and we were guessing how gay people were. For Pride Month. Let me drink some tea. And that was very silly. Oh, phew, I got confused. Don't worry. Okay. Alright, Job. Let me fix your timestamp. Oh my goodness. She's talking too much. Job! Pink. Good. Healthy. You have a mole. You have a mole on your heart line. You're sensitive. Sensitive king. Oh my gosh. You really care about people. You want to do right by people. Maybe you had a lot of emotions in early life. Now, I'll mention this. You know, life always begins at the wussy. It always begins at this. It does. That's you, Job. That's you. We got Pink. What kind of hand? You have an air hand. You have an air hand. That is an air hand. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's an air hand. Your most prominent line? Is, I would say your lifeline. I would say it's your lifeline. And we got a very open hand. There's your diagnosis. Let's talk about the lines a little bit. And especially this mole. This mole's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Don't worry, I'll explain. Don't you worry. The mole! The mole! So, notice how there's like a split right here. Right here. And then there's our mole. What this means is that maybe early life, it was very hectic, very emotional. Maybe you had people who were super sad or super angry, super loud. That's what that split means in the beginning. But notice how we have this mole here. That means there was a very important moment in your early life where you just kind of like clicked in your mind that, well, I know how to deal with this. I can't let this bother me anymore. It's sort of like I really need to understand my emotions because other people's shit is kind of bothering me. And this is learning how to not let other people stress. Yeah, you try to remember. I like your mole. That's a lucky mole. You better keep that mole. Or else. Now, Pink is healthy. Pink is healthy, very friendly, very warm. Which is true, you're a sweet person. We also have air. So an air hand, it has a square or rectangular palm. But the reason why you have an air hand is you have these little knobs here. Reminds me of my mom's hand. My mom's a very smart lady. Air hands are smart. They're intellectual. They're curious. They're communicative. They're usually restless too. You know, they're like, I want to go here. I want to go do this. I need to learn this thing. Sometimes it means that our mind can go all over the place too. Very ADHD, but it's just because we want to take in as much as we can. We have a lot of interests and we like to learn them. Now that's interesting because, you know, you do have a very deep headline. And yeah, you do. And it is quite prominent. Actually, I'm going to change this. I think your headline is your most prominent. And so, once again, more things that have to do with being very intellectual and understanding. I think you're a lot smarter than what people give you credit for. Now, don't get me wrong. You have a really, really nice heartline. And this is somebody who's very sweet and kind and empathetic, you know? You probably take up for people who are, you know, getting bullied and stuff like that. You probably always know what to say to people. You know, this is a very empathetic line. I don't know, I'm so drawn to this headline. Maybe you're very much in your head. Just always thinking about something and it never shuts up. Maybe you have a hard time sleeping because it is short. But you do have an open hand, once again. Very friendly, very outgoing. Hello, nice to meet you. I will say, hard working. Oh my gosh, what have you been doing? Have you been working out? So these do... Anytime we have calluses, anytime we have scars, anything, it does mean something. It does. And so seeing this here, it does say that I'm willing to put in the hard work. And it's on all of your fingers, which is really nice. You know, your Mercury finger, your Sun finger, all of this. You're willing to do what it takes to get what you need, which is nice. Oh, very nice. Okay, yeah, you also have some sun lines, talented, wanting to share your work with others, which I know this about you. So, there we go! I hope that you like that job. Thank you very much. Get out of my head, just go, wait, really? That's so funny. That's what we got. I hope that you like that. Thank you very much for entering. Very nice of you. I never see you on Twitter. It was good to see you. Thank you, Rad. So epic. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Next time you gotta come over on Twitch so we can shout you out. Okay. Oh my gosh, wait, my little buttons are... Oh my... Oh, like, hey, hello, it's me. Oh, my thing died. Sorry about that. Hold on, let me plug my thing. There we go. All right, Lichwizard. It's Lichwizard time. Okay. I sent my poem. Oh, thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, I can't take any more submissions. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I hope you understand. I edited all of these before stream yesterday and today, and you know, it took me some time. I think I was getting people's pictures and I was making sure you could see the lines. I was writing their names. I'm sorry. I hope you understand. Yeah. But I hope you learned something. I try to explain all the lines and stuff. Okay. Alright. Lichwizard, healthy. Everybody has a healthy hand. I want to see some bullshit happening. Oh, I gotta put your timestamp in. Everybody's healthy. Stop being healthy. Yes! Their thumb! I was so excited to get to them because of their thumb, dude. Their thumb. Okay, 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 20 seconds. Okay, so Pink, nice and healthy. Good job. It's good to be healthy. I'm just being silly. Other than that, what? Honestly, I think your fingers are a little short. But I just want to say fire. I don't know why. Usually people who have fire hands, their hands are usually more like red. More red to the tint. And so, you know, maybe not. But you know, the thumb is Mars energy. The thumb is like, I want that. I want to grab that. I'm taking life by the balls, baby. Like, that's what a big thumb means in palmistry, by the way. Like, so I want to say fire. Like, I want to, but I think it's a nice mixture. No, I'm going fire. I'm going all in on red. Yeah, I'm going red. Now, your prominent line, lifeline, easy. Lifeline, easy with it. And nice and open hand. And there's your diagnosis. Now, what does this mean? Pink, obviously, healthy. Fire hands! Fire hands! Okay, so a fire hand is usually very square, and I would say that this is pretty square, and the fingers are a bit shorter, a little bit shorter than an air hand or a water hand. Now, they're energetic, they're enthusiastic, and they're very passionate. Now, one thing, Lichwizard, they're impulsive. Maybe you struggle with gotcha games. Never get into gambling, Lichwizard. You've got too much Mars energy. Never get into gambling. Too late! No! I'm sorry to hear it. Oh no! Is it Genshin? Is it Magic the Gathering? What is it? No, it's Wizard! Oh my goodness! You can shred some guitar. Oh my gosh, very dexterous. Usually the fire signs, but also, you know, they love a good challenge. They love a good challenge, which is why maybe you don't. Magic the Gathering, I love that cardboard crap. What color are you? My favorite color is green-black. And I love Vraska. I love Vraska. She's my goat. Let's go. Base. I love green-black. Of course, that's okay. Hi, guys. I'm just curious. But anyways, let's explain a little bit more. Now, a prominent lifeline. These are people who are very resilient. No, they don't give up easily. They usually are family-oriented. You know, they really care about the people who do right by them. You know, a ride or die kind of people. You shift between blue-black and green. Hell yeah! So what you're saying is, I have good taste. Oh, hi! It's Tay, welcome in! Oh my gosh. Tay, welcome. Let me shout you out. Shout out. There you go. Welcome. Yes, we're reading some palms. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, wait. I should have known this, Lichwizard. This is some green-black shit. Also, you're literally like, is this Magic the Gathering? Wait a minute. Absolutely, one of my favorite decks is Dina's Soulseeber. Look her up when you have a chance. Oh, I love to. I haven't played Magic in so long. I learned when I was in high school, and I haven't looked at it since. Hi, fellow lover of magic. Hello. Oh, Cloud loves magic. Oh my gosh, Magic Night. You guys, are you gonna add me on MTG Arena? Next community night, which, oh my gosh, I forgot to cancel that. Oh my god, I actually forgot so many things today. I'm in the middle of a move, but I had a guy who was supposed to come get my couch at 6, and holy shit, I don't know if he came or not. We'll see. I guess I gotta check my DMs later. I don't use Arena, I prefer paper. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm actually so embarrassed. Oh. Anyways, anywho, let's talk a little bit about your lines here. So, like I mentioned before, prominent lifeline. These are people who they enjoy doing things that are a bit homely in nature. They like sticking to things that make them feel very safe and secure. This is not like, it's interesting, Lichwizard, because you have all this fire, but because of your prominent lifeline, I don't see you going skydiving. At least you're not an adrenaline junkie. You're just a competitive junkie. That's all. But it's it's nice. It's a nice hand. I really like the thumb. I think you could take so much more in life if you wanted. Maybe you're probably a strong foe to go up against. Hi, kitten. I feel you. I've had a crazy busy week. Me too. You guys, what is up with this Mercury retrograde? My electrical company, they charged me twice, and it was dude, it was like $600. And they wouldn't let me talk to them on the phone until I paid my balance. And so I did. And then like the charge, anyways, I'm just complaining. I'm just complaining. And I miss the guy on my couch. Anyways, we're going to complain now. No, just No. It was 600 once. It was 300 each. Let it out, thank you. I'm really mad at the electrical company. I'm gonna write them on the bottom of my shoe, and I'm gonna go for a run. No, I'm just kidding. That's a way of hexing, by the way. I was teaching my mom how people enjoy to hex. I've never put a hex on anyone, but I know how to do it. I know the ways. I just never done it. Have you guys ever hexed anybody? Oh, gee, that's crazy. Anyways, let's get to... You don't know? What does that mean? Oh my gosh, Chi-Chi! Wow. You have a very beautiful hand. You have very, like... These are piano hands. Chi-Chi! You're a timestamp. Oh, I'm so sorry, Monster. Oh my gosh, I was busy complaining about my electrical company. Monster, thank you very much for the raid. That's so nice of you. You're very sweet. Let me give you a shout out. Yes, these hands look so musical. I love them. They're very unique. I would be able to tell who you were out of a batch of hands. Beautiful color. You know, you look very healthy. You know, this is I'll be honest, it is leaning more towards air because we have, like, so around the knuckles, they're, you know, they're a little, I don't like this word, I'm sorry. But, you know, they're a little knobby. But that's not bad. Like I said, it just means that they're air energy. Air people are so smart, dude. They're so smart. Now, the reason why I would say water is because you have a very long palm, a very long, beautiful palm. And so long fingers, long palm is usually water. It's just like just the knobs. That's all. That's all that, like, the air energy and the long fingers. So you have a little bit of air, but you have mostly water. And so I don't know why, it just reminds me of a piano. I'm hearing it now. I'm hearing it now. It's Mercury retrograde in Cancer. You might experience travel day, tech issues, and being scared of being alone. Oh my gosh. Well, I had something happen. I let my friend borrow my car yesterday, and she brought it back with no gas, and there was a hole in my tire, and I was like, that dang Mercury in retrograde. It got me again. Dang it. I need to learn more about this stuff. I know. So that's why I had to go to the mechanic today. It's okay. You know, I've decided. Sorry, Chi-Chi. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, I'm like, you guys listen to me vent. I'm sorry. Well, we can get to the readings. The gas part isn't cool. Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. You know, she's helping me move on Saturday, and so I don't usually expect her to do anything. She's actually so sweet. She does so much for me. She's a really good friend, and so, you know, she didn't put gas in my car. That's fine. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't get to the mechanic. How did it happen? I don't know. I don't know. She's going around town. She didn't tell me. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I put Dina in the gaming channel. Oh, thank you. Oh, I can't wait to look at it. Here, I'm so sorry, Chi-Chi. Let me continue your reading. Let me put your new timestamp in. Sorry. It's hard to move. That's and I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. Now, your most prominent line, your heart line. More water energy. Aw, and you have nice open hands. Now, if you have a prominent heart line, empathetic. Oh my gosh, very intuitive as well. Loving, caring. You also have water, like a water hand, dude. Water is very similar to the heart line, where we are emotional and often artistic. We can feel the emotions of others, and we're sensitive. You know, you might be really sensitive to sound, or maybe you're really sensitive to people's emotions. Like, you can't be around super angry people, or you can't be around crying babies. You know, stuff like that. That's where the sensitivity comes in. Also crowds might be really hard for you, but other than that, it really does feel like more so of a classic water. But I am sensing a little bit of air energy, in the sense of, I do think you're fairly like, you think things through. Though you might notice that you kind of let your heart get the best of you when you know better. So, you know, be careful. You might be like, oh, you know, it's fine, they won't do it again. And it's like the 4th time. So be careful. I think speaking up for yourself more, because your headline does go down, and that might be a big challenge for you in the coming days. Other than that, your lifeline is so healthy. Oh, our lifeline has to do with our vitality, our physical energy, and our health. And it's long, and so this means that we're pretty healthy throughout our life. It also means that we have pretty good stamina. And it's deep too, so, you know, we're able to kind of keep ourselves up and awake and do what we need to do. It's all about the body. Now, it also means that wherever you live, it might be very consistent, because I don't see any splits here. You know, you might stay in your home country, or you might stay in your hometown around your family. Usually people that have, you know, a very nice, healthy lifeline usually really care about their family. So when did you learn how to read palms? Last year. So I read a whole book on it, and I read a bunch of like different ways of reading. There's a Chinese way, there's an Indian way. There's even sort of like a hybrid American way, and I don't know. I just kind of, what book? I don't have it with me. I got it as a gift. It was actually Johnny who bought it for me. He's in the community. It's this big fat palmistry book. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just called like the Palmistry Bible or something. Is it always the right hand, or it's the dominant hand? At least in Indian palmistry. And Chinese palmistry, you read women with the left hand and you read men with the right hand. It depends on like what you prefer. I kind of am under the belief system that your left hand, and this is the Indian way too, your left hand is like what your soul wants, what your soul is kind of really guiding you towards, and then your right hand is like, oh, this is the actions you're taking. These are things that you're up to when you're in your prime, or like when you're very like healthy and young, and you know, you're working hard in life. So yeah, cool. It is very cool. Okay, moon. Ah, oh, it's moon. Give me one. I would really like to see who else we have left, if that's okay. We have moon. Oh, VelocirapTwins. Sid. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we already did Hyacinth. I accidentally put them in twice. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. We have 18 people left out of like the 37 I had. I think we're doing pretty good. She's doing it. Okay. Let's do moon. Let's do moon. Moon. Your timestamp is 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 4 seconds. You have such a sweet, buttery, soft hand. Oh my goodness, so sweet, so butter. It just looks like you moisturize. It looks like that, you exfoliate. I like it. Oh, but yeah. And so, I think you have a pretty balanced hand. I know it says mixed. I really should put balanced. Your hand feels very balanced. Like, you don't have super long fingers. You don't have an extremely long palm. Nothing is super square. I think... yeah, I think it's just mixed. I think you have just kind of small, tiny proportions. It's very cute. Oh. Anyways, pink, by the way, nice and healthy. This means we have good circulation. It means that we don't have high blood pressure. It means we're getting enough oxygen. And so, yeah, you're getting a pink. Also, pink means very warm, very friendly. Very sweet. Mixed hand, mixed hand means that you're able to be adaptable. It means you're versatile and you're multifaceted. You hold all of the energies, right? Like, you can be grounded in your approach, but you can also be very thoughtful. You sort of adapt with what is best for the situation, is sort of the energy. Now, I'll tell you this, oh my goodness. You absolutely have a heart line that's the most prominent, which is the psychic way, by the way. Every psychic, well, at least most of them have the very, very, very prominent heart line. People who do like, readings and stuff, and so I'm not surprised to see that. And it's good, I think it's good that you have a mixed hand as a reader, because this means that you can understand all kinds of people. If it was just water, sometimes we can get a little bit too spiritual. If we have way too much water in our energy, we're always talking about the other realms and... Is that me? Oh no. I really hope not. But no, I think that you're able to work with what you see. And the heart, a major heart line, very empathetic, very warm. Now, you do have your palm is a little closed. Maybe you're a bit reserved, a little shy. Maybe you don't like to be the loudest person in the room. But that just means that you're particular with who you open up to, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Now, your career line. Sorry, I need to get some water. I'll get after this, I promise. You have a sun line, that's really nice to see. Sun, Apollo line. It just means that we have innate talent. We are born with gifts, and we're meant to share them. We also have your career line going straight up to Saturn. So this means as long as you work hard, as long as you show up, which Saturn lines rarely reach all the way up to Saturn. So work with Saturn energy. I know, nobody likes to work with him. What do you mean I have to be disciplined? What do you mean? I gotta learn from my mistakes. Why can't it just go to the lucky finger? It's right there. No, there's nothing wrong. So having a career line in Saturn, it's especially if it reaches all the way up, it just says as long as you show up, as long as you do not give up, you will make it, especially with the Apollo line. And so, yeah, that's what we have. I hope that you like that. Thank you very much, Moon. Very sweet. I like that. Okay. Oh, let me get some water. Whoa, I'm parched. Whoa. Thank you so. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you. You're very welcome, ChiChiKitty. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for entering. Oh, let me shout you out, Moon. Sorry about that. Moon, the raccoon. Moon, the raccoon. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. I love you. Here, enjoy some clips. Oh, oops, wrong one. USA.
Donald J. Trump. Unidentified aerial phenomena. UAP. That's right, everybody. We have the best UAPs ever in the whole wide world. And currently, unidentified flying objects. Or UFOs. UFOs, yes. God bless America. The best country.
I think that was good.
If you're ever feeling nervous, just remember, everyone around you is secretly a dirty that loves to
If you're wondering if you have a life in ancient Egypt, absolutely. Feels a little masculine in my opinion.
I was a guy?
Yeah, it feels like you were a guy.
Yes! Yes!
Yes, you were Ramses himself. No.
Yes!
I've skipped over it, but whenever I get into a life, I almost always see the death scene first.
How did I die?
I don't know. Do you want to
Is
hear
that-
it? Here, I'll
Was
type
it
it to you.
snakes or was it drowning?
The first thing I drew was a snake.
Fuck!
You cast a spell. I have many wands to choose from. Let's do all three.
Wait.
Wait, hold on. This is funny. It's my mouth. I cast this spelling upon all of you. May you have abundance and prosperity, and may none of you be able to be f***ed with. We are going to be reading some CIA documents today. By the way, I got a new model. By the way, I made a new model. Check it out, friends. Check this out. Yeah, we're ready for it. That's right, baby. I'm ready for it. Yes, I know. I'm usually your lovely, beautiful tarot streamer. So sweet, so kind, so innocent. Why would she be entangling herself with the feds? That's a good question. Because I don't care! What's going on in his brain? You know that TikTok song that just goes like... The way you walk, the way you understand me. This is a very droplet-coated spread, isn't it? When I didn't have a home for 8 months, I asked the trees for help. They gifted me a home in only 2 months' time. I asked them what I could give them in return, and they just said, "Our greatest gift is knowing another child of Earth is safe." I still wanted to give them an offering for their kindness. I thought of flowers, but I always feel bad plucking them from the plants. And then it dawned on me, gifts don't always have to be material items. So I offered them my favorite memory. They loved it. And so every time I go to the forest, I offer the tree spirits a good memory. It's important before you get into any sort of spell work that you do a divination before. Hi friends, I'm back. Thank you for screaming back at me. You finna make me download go on Twitch is awesome. Welcome back. Thank you, ChiChiKitty. Thank you, sweet ChiChiKitty, let me shout you out too. I'm so sorry. I keep trying to shout everybody out. I am trying my best to do that. Thank you for coming. You're so kind. Let's do you VelocirapTwins, and you can't escape because you're on the screen now. You're my next victim. VelocirapTwins, your timestamp is 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 27 seconds. And I'll be in the description if you ever want to see it again. He thinks you're so welcome. Go play. Oh my gosh. Alright, I don't bite, okay? I just lick, and that's not so bad. You can wipe it off. Alright. Water elements, am I right? Okay, let's talk about this. Number one, what a beautiful, very soft, very holdable. I'm so interested in this finger. What? Okay. I want to teach you guys something. So my twin has a new feet, okay? Oh, okay. Yo, can I tell you, I have a twin brother, which I know isn't the same. But, so he was in the hospital, and he was getting some work done because, well, anyways, I don't know if I should share his medical history, but, but it was a really silly thing. Basically, he broke a beer bottle over his head, and he severed a bunch of nerves. Anyways, while he was getting operated on, I put both of my thumbprints in his phone, and when he came out, I was like, hey, did you know that twins have the same thumbprints? And I opened his phone. And I have consistently done this and gaslit my twin into thinking that we have the same prints for the last forever. I always look at his password, and when he's not looking, I put my thumb in. Though I don't think they have thumbprints anymore, but when they did, I did. That was so funny. LOL. So we were super young when that happened, and so, you know, don't tell my parents that that's how he severed his nerves. If my parents are watching, I'm sorry you had to learn this way. Sometimes my dad likes to stop by. If we're gonna get on your no! Anyways, let's do your reading. Sorry, I hope you like that story. Alright, we've got a nice kind of open, maybe more so in between hand. I think your most prominent line is your heart line, which is nice, very sweet, and so I can't say that you have an earth, and I can't say you have an air. And the reason why is because you have a very long palm, very long. And so usually that goes in the direction of either air or water. In my opinion, I think you have water hands because they look moisturized, they look soft, they look healthy. I think it's a very nice water hand, but a little bit of air. Now, why? Why do I think there's a little air? Well, you have a lot of lines. Usually water hands, they don't have as many creases. They don't have as many lines in their hand. Maybe you're just dehydrated. And honestly, if you are dehydrated, dude, even more air. Airs are always thirsty. So are fire. Air and fire are always thirsty for different reasons. But you know, air has like a dryness to it, where fire is just like they're always burning up. But water, I think I'm gonna go with water. And you are healthy, and so of course, nice pink hands, as we've said over and over again. Friendly, outgoing, they are healthy, they're passionate, usually very warm. Now, why do I see it's a mix? You know, your hands are slightly open. I would say maybe you're not like loud and exuberant and like, everybody look at me! But, you know, you're like, hey, I'm chill. My name's VelocirapTwins. My name's Vyla, and this is my twin rap. You know, it's very chill. You know, you don't overdo it. It just comes naturally. Anyways, other than that, let's talk about your prominent heart line. So a prominent heart line is someone who's so empathetic. And the reason why is our heart line has to do with our emotions, our relationships, and our love life, and the way that we give affection. And so you being very sweet, kind, and warm is important to you. You're always trying to be very polite. You're always saying please, thank you, yes. Oh, you know, you're the kind of person who shows up to a place and you have a gift. You know, that sounds right. Aw, that's, aw. You're also the first person to say, I'm sorry. First person to say I'm sorry. And the reason why is anytime you hurt someone's feelings, you'll feel it, especially with the water and the heart energy. You'll just feel it. Now, I think that as you have grown up, as you have gotten to know yourself more, it doesn't affect you as much as it once did, but you still feel it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not destroying your whole week anymore. You know, it's not like living in your mind for 8 years on repeat. But you do, you know, you do feel the feelings and you work through it. So that's why I say that there's a little bit of air energy too. Now, you have a very interesting air thing. So you may be super duper interested in one thing, but you never like finish learning it, or you never finish, you know, going all in on it. You don't take it to hell and back. You're just like, oh, it's so cool. Let me get into this for a couple years. Maybe like, you know, I think I've learned enough. Next, I say that because we have a break here. Oh, that's true. Oh, I see. So, you know, you may have to really push yourself to make sure that you finish things sometimes. But, you know, I think overall, it's not so bad. It's just sometimes we can't make up our mind and stay focused. Very common in this day and age. Now, you have a very nice little, very long, it's not the most prominent, but you do have a nice lifeline. Usually when it's sort of faint, not very bold, it can mean that we get overstimulated easily and we're a little sensitive to like sights and smells and being around lots of loud energies. Loud energies, not just sound, you know, even people who are kind of rambunctious can't do that for too long, but that's okay because you know how to deal with it. You know, the length says that I can handle it. It's fine. Very talented. You do have your sun line. That doesn't mean talent, so you got that. You're born with it, baby. Maybe it's Maybelline. No, it's her Apollo line. Okay, that's what I have. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That emoji is very silly, very silly. Okay, let's get to Sid. Let's get to Sid. 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 26 seconds. How are you guys feeling? Are you doing okay? I've got another hour. I get another hour, and then I gotta get my butt to sleep. I've been up since 7. That was so cool, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You're doing great? Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay. Is Sid here? I don't know if Sid is here. Did we shout you out, VelocirapTwins? I don't remember. Let me try again. Did ya? Oh, there we go. There it is. We're trying to shout our friend out. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Don't think, of course. We on the ranqueenofcups stream, we're always trying to give everybody their time in the sun. There's no such thing as competition. It's all in our mind. Or I guess like if you're like, let's compete. If you agree upon it, it's fine. Like in games. You don't have to fight for light. Light is abundant, is what I was trying to say. Oh, thank you, Macha. Can you guys tell I'm getting tired? I'm a little sleepy. Rank our palms? What do you mean? Wait, that might be funny. I have all these pictures. I just put them in a tier list. No, I'd feel so bad. I would just make all of you S tier. I'd feel so bad. I wouldn't like that. That'll make me not happy. Take care of yourself too. Oh, thank you. 2 hours and 7 minutes for you, Sid. I don't think Sid is here, but that's okay. Okay, Sid. What the hell? Honestly, this is sort of reddish, isn't it? Especially towards the... I think this might be one that I edited so I could see the lines. So I'm gonna go with pink. But honestly, like the red at the tips, it's interesting. Maybe get busy. Could do double tier. It's just all S, but it's like actually just a normal ranking system. Yeah, it does. It looks reddish. Listen, Sid, be careful. You know, if you have too much red, though it is at the tips, you know, usually if it's at the tips, it can mean we're cold, or usually we're cold, or, you know, we've been kind of doing things with our hands. So it's probably fine. You know, it's usually like your whole hand is beet red. That's when you need to be sort of concerned. And so I'm gonna go with pink. I'm pretty sure I kind of enhanced the picture. I did a few people so I could see the lines better. Now, something I noticed about your hand, Sid, is that you have the magic M. And the magic M stands for manifestation. Though some readers, they'll tell you it means money. Some will say, oh, you have the mark of the millionaire. Which honestly, claim. If you have an M, claim millionaire now. It might be good. I like how I'm using this. What kind of hand do you have? think you got a nice mix. I think you have a nice mix. Yeah. Not enough earth though. Not too much earth. Your mix is here. This is your mix. These. Not too much earth though. Now, your most prominent line. They're all kind of on the same depth. But probably your heart line. Why? Well, your heart line's pretty deep right here. But you can make an argument. You can make an argument because your headline is very deep right here too. I'm gonna go with heart. I think it's both. You have a very balanced energy here. Now, what does a heart line mean? You know, if it's prominent, loving, compassionate, warm, sensitive. You know, my feelings mean a lot to me. Also very intuitive, which is very sweet. You know, a lot of people who have prominent water energy, they're very magical people. You know, you have the magic imp. So you got magic in your life, baby. You got magic in your hands. So that's really nice to see. Other than that, your hand is open. It's so very warm, inviting. I'm excited. Oh, tell me my palm reading. You're comfortable. You know, if your hand is right on out, it's like, yeah, let's do this. So outgoing, always looking for something fun to do. Which is nice to see. I think you're explorative. I think that you like to try new things. I think that you enjoy, you know, getting your hands on things. I just feel that way intuitively. Just the way that your hands are just shaped. Like, I feel like you want to learn as much as you can, but it's specifically through experiencing it. You know, I don't think a book is enough for you. You gotta see it. You gotta be in it. You know, in the throes of it. Other than that, you have a really nice lifeline too. Nothing too crazy. I don't see any oh, there's sort of this here. Sometimes this can mean that we move back home. If you have a line in your lifeline and it goes backwards, that means that we're going back to something. So in a lifeline, usually, oh, I'm going back to my hometown, or oh, I was at this city and then I moved away and oh my gosh, I missed that other city. You don't know what you got until it's gone. And so you move back, and that's usually what that means. Yeah, back to the roots. Yes, many interpretations. It does. It looks quite reddish. It does. Now, that is your reading, Sid. I hope that you enjoyed it. I can't see too much. Like I said, I think I did enhance it. You probably do have a few lines in your Apollo, which is nice. And you got two little soulmate lines here too. One in early life and one towards the mid part of your life, or maybe later. Yeah, early life and kind of mid-life, which is nice. We like those! People like those. My most viewed palmistry video is the marriage one, which I actually regret making. Fun fact! I actually regret making it. Maybe I should take it down, but... The Demon Slate! Hi, welcome in. I had the same experience when me and my family lived in Houston and decided to move back to... Oh, really? Really? Maybe it's in your palm somewhere. Maybe it's in that palm. Well, hi guys. Sorry we're not doing any more of these palm readings. I'm just doing what I have in my batch, but you're welcome to follow along and learn. The hand do got grit, yeah. Okay, the Demon Slate. The Demon Slate, it's your turn. We have 2, 13, 24. I'll tell you this, that's a good old, I mean, look at that. That's a very, very strong earth hand. Oh my gosh. This is the best. Now I'll say this, the Demon Slate, you did take this in darkness, so I can't really see your picture. Like, I can't see the colors too well. I'm gonna assume you're healthy. I'm gonna assume you're great. There are some veins popping out here. So sometimes when we have veins popping out in our hand, it can mean that we're kind of quick-tempered. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're like an angry person. It just means your emotions really rush to you. Your emotions are like, wow! They're very much like amplified when you feel them. And so, you know, I'll say that we got some very prominent veins, so that could resonate. But I can't really tell too much of the color. So we're just gonna say pink. And hoping you're healthy. Okay. Earth. Now, what's Earth energy mean? An Earth hand? Oh, well, it's a square palm. Usually short fingers. Look like... does not look familiar. And listen, short fingers aren't bad. These are people who are down to earth. Like I said, Earth hands. These are people who aren't afraid of hard work. These are the sorts of people who go, yes, I'm very connected with my roots, and I understand what I must do. They're very grounded people. And they're reliable, and you know, they really value stability. We love Earth energy. They won't give up. Now, your most prominent line is your heart line, which is really sweet. Do people know this about you? Very compassionate. Anytime we have Earth and heart energy together, it reminds me of Venus. It reminds me of Taurus people. You know, Taurus people really care about their family so much. They're like, I would die for my mom. Every Taurus I know is like, my mom, I love my mom. Shout out to the Tauruses. Anyways. I think you just deeply appreciate who you came from. Oh no. And you know, I like that. I like to see that. Now, we do have a career line. And interesting, it has a little bit of a curve in it, and it goes in between this sun finger and we have this Saturn finger. I don't know why. It's interesting because I get the feeling that you really enjoy learning. I mean, your next prominent line is your headline. And I forgot to put this here. And so maybe you love language. Maybe you really... Oh, wait. Oh, that's so silly. This is language. Wait! Is that how you connect to people? Through learning, like, language and culture? Maybe you've always wanted to travel, but... I don't know. I'm just, like, sensing that. You're very analytical, but you're also very down-to-earth. It's nice. Now, you have lots of lines underneath your sun finger. Very talented person. Maybe you're the kind of person who you can just pick something up and you can learn it pretty quickly. You know, and you're like, oh, you know, this comes pretty naturally. And that's very nice to see. Yeah. You have something so unique. I actually don't know what this means. You have a circle. You have a circle right here on your moon mount. I don't know. Wow. I'm kind of... Can I look that up? I've never seen that before. Hold on. Circle on the moon mount. Palmistry. Interesting! Be careful in water, they're saying. They're saying maybe don't travel by boat. That's so funny. Interesting. It says, traditionally, palmists would see this as potential danger while traveling by water or a susceptibility to drowning. Like a big eye. Yeah. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Well, thank you very much to Demon Slate. I hope that you enjoyed that. Okay. Oh, Revity. That's right, Revity. Also, how about... Because I know some of you have been waiting. Snom, I know you've been waiting. Who else has been waiting? Who is here? Let me just... How about we write down the people that are here, but we haven't got to them yet. We're going to do Snom, Aumery, Felti, Icy, Kenny. Yeah! And Cloud. We're gonna do you guys next. Oh yeah, and Macha, of course. And Macha's here. Oh yeah, and Coco's here. And Coco's here. My nail just fell off. Oh no. I've lost 10% of my cuteness. Okay. still quite a few people to get to, but that's all right. We're gonna get through them. I didn't want to skip past you, ChiChiKitty. Sorry about that. Oh, and Felti's here. Since Remedy isn't here, and like all of you have been waiting for literally almost 2.5 hours. I mean, yeah, we're gonna do a creative decision. This is an intuitive decision, okay? It's not to slide anybody, but I want to make sure that we give love to the people who took their time to show up. So let's do ChiChiKitty. ChiChiKitty. Your timestamp is 2 minutes, 2 hours, excuse me, and 19 minutes and 44 seconds. And let's see what we got. Let's see. Hey, let me shout you out. You were next? Oh, were you? I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, you were. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to skip over you. Let's do ChiChiKitty. We'll get to you, I promise. Let's shout you out, ChiChiKitty. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hee. Got you. There you go. Okay, let's see. You have... Well, once again, we have an issue with the lighting, so I can't tell too much. Usually we want to take a picture in natural lighting or some white lighting, but I'm gonna assume you're healthy. Now, you have these beautiful, beautiful fingers. Oh my gosh. So long and elegant, and we have a very long palm. I can tell that you're sort of taking it at an angle, so to me it's giving water. It's giving water to me. Very ethereal, definitely giving sort of like mermaid. I like it. We love a water hand. Now it's funny, your most prominent line is definitely your heart line, which is, you know, some more emotional energy. And we have an open hand. So water hand, as I mentioned prior, and I'll say it again, very sensitive to emotions, okay? So you can feel what other people are feeling, but you love deeply, you care, and you're probably a very magical, very intuitive, very psychic person. You know, maybe you have really understood like your own soul, or maybe you just understand the souls of others. We're good at reading energy. I just feel that way. I don't know, there's something about the shape of the hand. I don't know. If you ever wanted to do psychic stuff, I think you would be very good at it. Especially with that heart line, dude. Especially with that heart line. Okay, the heart line, our emotions, our relationships. You have, I will say it's definitely curving down, but it gets really strong. Like, so things curve down. Maybe early life, we had some relationships that just really, oh my god, why did I talk to you? But things get really stable and very strong with you. This is almost like I find someone who means the world to me, and I know that we're gonna make it. And so that's how you would read that if you were divining. But it doesn't necessarily have to mean like relationships. It can mean I have my friends, I have my family, we're very tight-knit. And so it is looking sort of like, this is childhood, right? This is like 1 to 20. This is looking more so around like 25, 30, where things really start to get more stable in our relationships. So it's really nice to see. I can tell a little bit that you have some sun lines, so that's really good to see. Once again, talents. If you have multiple lines, multiple sun lines, and they're usually more prominent, okay? Like if you just have little baby lines, I guess they count, but well, like let's say, because like, I can kind of tell you have a couple there. It can mean that you have a few things that you're pretty good at. Yeah, you've got 2 of them there. Other than that, we do have a split at the end here of your career line. And so just so you know, you may start something and do really well, like excel at it, especially since it's so deep. But all of a sudden you're like, you know, I've done everything I can here. I want to do something else. And there's this big career change sort of later in life. And so look forward to that. Look forward to that. Okay. Nice. Also, you don't have any natural gaps between your fingers. Some people do. And a nice and like not healthy base here. Just so you know, in like I believe in Chinese palmistry, that means that you can save a lot, you know, a good amount of money in your life. You're good at saving, so you know. I don't know why I mentioned that, but that does mean that. And you have the magic imp? Oh my gosh. Magical. That's what we have, Coco Kitty. Okay, oh, let's go back. Sorry about that. Felti! Thank you! I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Alright, Felti. Sorry about that, Feltis. Or yeah, Felti's Creations. Felti, your timestamp. Hi! Hello! Thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 35 seconds is your timestamp, my friend. Let me take a sip of water. It's been 85 years. I'm just gonna... Sorry. Oh, sorry. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to do so many people, but I saw so many people interested, and I was like, I can't do just 5. I gotta do as many as I can. Okay. Pink. Definitely pink. Very healthy. Not too much. Listen, like I mentioned before, it's gotta be blood red to be red. You got a nice pink. Once again, I'll mention friendly, outgoing, warm, passionate, kind. After that, we do have a long palm, but I wouldn't say that you have the longest fingers on earth. Yeah, maybe I would go fire. You know, fire is very creative, but you don't look dry. You don't look overheated either. So maybe a little bit of water. Honestly, I think it's like fire, but with some water in it. So definitely mixed, but you know, I'm just gonna say that. And it's like, we're passionate about how we feel. We're passionate about the things that touch our heart. We're very ambitious if it's something that means the world to us and it's able to bring love and healing to people. Like, that's what that mix would mean. Yeah. All right. Wow, dude. I want to say this. This is the healthiest career line I've ever seen. Usually career lines are pretty faint. Yours is thick. It's nice and long. Look at it. I've seen career lines that stop like right here. I've seen career lines that only go like right here. It's a good size and it touches most of your major lines. It's just not your lifeline. So one thing about that, if your career line doesn't touch your lifeline, all that means is that we're not using our physical body too much. Like, you're not running marathons. You're not outside sweating. It's usually something you're doing kind of outside. Excuse me, indoors. Now, it's next to your headline and your heart lines. Once again, you're doing things really, really sweet. Really, that bring people joy. You know, it livens people's days. I mean, it helps people, but it is a skill. You know, it's something that you've been learning to do. So, but you definitely have the most prominent heartline. So, very, very kind. Very warm. Sensitive, you know, feelings can be a lot. Sometimes these are the sorts of people who are like, they grew up and they were maybe called a crybaby. Me. I'm not over it. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what that means. You've been sewing since 2013? That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. It's very good. I want to see your stuff more, dude. I need to like look at your... I was called a crybaby. Oh, I try to shout you out. All elementary. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sob. You're not over it either. I mean, the childhood wounds, they stick with you. No, you're good. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, good. Oh, hi, Swabble. Welcome to my TikTok stream. I I usually do these sort of entry to get on stream. Like, when I say raffle, it's more like community events. I do those on Twitter, so go check out my Twitter. I do them. I think I do stuff like this probably once a month or so. And it's fun. I like it. Oh, hi, Roland Ron. Yes, they do. Yup. And you know, those childhood wounds, oh my gosh. My aunt, anytime I like mention something about my childhood, and she goes, every time I hear someone complain about how they grew up or about their parents, I know I chose the right profession because everybody's hurt. She's a therapist. She's a therapist. Oh, hi. Hi, Florencia. Okay. Alright, let's see who's next in the list that's showed up. Oh, Snom! It's your turn! 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 10 seconds. Alright, Snom, thank you for sharing! Also, I really like your picture. I love the yippee! Yippee! I don't actually know the language, but the original yippee, I always say in like my own made up like Simpsonian language. Es un cola! Es un Fortnite! Yippee! I love that meme. It genuinely makes me so happy. Yippee is always good, I know. Hi Ron, hi Lilith, welcome in. Alright. So I'm hoping to make a TISM form for it. What? Oh my gosh! Stream to guess if somebody is either ADHD or autistic or both. That's my next stream. Let me guess your neuroses. Who would do that with me? Oh my gosh. I need to find somebody who has like a therapy. Like, is there any VTubers that do therapy? Oop, that would be interesting. Sure, why not? I diagnose you. You give everyone a diagnosis. You would have to put the biggest sign on your stream that just says, for entertainment purposes only. Oh my gosh, I think you can get in trouble for that, but it's funny. I volunteer as testimony. All of you are invited. Cancel speedrun. I think so. I think that would... You know, I was actually so scared that doing the gay thing would make me be canceled, but everybody took it in good faith. I was like, surely someone will probably get mad, but no one did. No one did. I made one joke that I really regret though. Sorry, stop. Let me just say this though. I made one joke during the stream with Cha-Cha. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Listen, I've dated men and I've dated women. Okay, alright? So I can talk about this. But I made a joke about how bi women just date men. Oh, you're bisexual? Say hi to your boyfriend for me. That's what I said. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Run! I'm in this boat. We see you, Queen. Thank you for forgiving me. Now that the fun of Pride Month is over, I bring back my shame. Please forgive me. It's not the worst joke I've heard. Okay, good. Good. Okay, Snom, let's put your timestamp in. I gotta fix it because I was yapping about my my poor taste jokes. Okay. Snom! pinkiest, but I see blood, which is a good sign. So I'm gonna keep it pink. You look healthy. You look healthy. Also open hand, so that's good. Oh my gosh! I think I just attract these people. Your prominent line is your heart line. And oh my goodness, that's an air hand. That's an air hand. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at the long fingers. Which, hello. What instrument do you play? It's okay if you don't, but you could. I had to give up. Oh my gosh. I had to give up on my dreams of piano because I couldn't reach an octave. You don't play any. You draw. He draw. Or they draw. Sorry. They? I think it is they. But air energy. Very smart. Very skilled at what they do. Oh, she? Oh, she! Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. She. Thank you for correcting me. She. So, intellectual. Inquisitive. Curious. Right? A little restless though. You know, usually air hands, they're always ready to like get their hand. That's so funny. They're ready to get their hands on something. Because they want to experience. They really enjoy the experience and like the wisdom that they get from doing it. Now, even though you have air energy, you have a very, very, very strong heartline. I think you have the strongest heartline I've seen all night. Now, one thing I will mention, you do have some islands. The islands are like the little divots here. And what this means is sometimes we can have a hard time feeling or even being understood. Okay? Almost like people just take things the wrong way. What your challenge is, anytime I see this, especially with people of a prominent one, is that you gotta learn to not care. I gotta learn to just, that's fine, I don't need you to understand me. And maybe you've already figured that out, which would be nice. I need to figure that out. But other than that, you'll have a very nice everything. Honestly, everything looks so nice. You have lots of lines. You have a very prominent money line. So these lines right here on the thumb, this is the Mount of Venus. And the Mount of Venus is all about love and money. But usually in palmistry, especially with these lines, it's money, right? Like this is the money we're making. And the more lines, the better. And if they're stronger, even better so. So that's good to see. You know, I do see you having successful business ventures. I also see your line. It doesn't necessarily touch, it actually doesn't touch this at all. You'll probably find yourself as interesting. Have you ever thought about like just working remote and living around the world? I don't know. That could be a thing that you do. I just say this because your work line is very, very far away from your lifeline. And your lifeline has to do with, you know, where you live, what you're doing physically, and your body. Now! Yeah! So prominent heartline, this is someone who is empathetic and very loving and caring. I think you're very sweet to people. And you listen. I think you give really good advice, especially with the air energy. Other than that, I think that's good. You do have an X here. You have an X here. An X usually represents, it can mean protection. It can also mean I'm at a crossroads. You could have a major lesson in intuition. You know, being able to trust when something doesn't feel good just because it's in your moon mount. But, you know, other than that, things good. You also have the M. You have the magic M. Congratulations. They say people with the magic M are able to manifest fairly quickly. I'm actually scared to get a job. I do everything you've said, and I've been feeling quite the opposite of me lately. Interesting. Well, maybe that's that challenge. You gotta trust your intuition. Sometimes it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to feel right. Thank you very much, Snom. I hope that you enjoyed that. Alrighty. Let's get to Icy. 23852. Thank you. I know. I can just. Oh, Mr. Shadow, thank you so much. Let me drink some water. Water. Cheers, everybody. Oh, hi, Gloomy. I have been well. Thank you for watching on the TikTok. Thank you. All right. My cat is sleeping on an ice pad. That's so cute. Aww. Aww. Where's my kitty cat? She's somewhere. Cheers. Cheers. It's good to be hydrated. I already moved all my food over to the other place. This is genuinely... This place for the next 2 days is just my office. Cheers. Okay. Let's put your timestamp in again. Icy, sorry. I was hydrating. Oh, there's my baby. Oh, she heard me. Oh my gosh. Wait, Icy, let me show my cat. Icy, I gotta show my cats. Hello. Hey, baby! Come here. Meow. Meow. Ah! This is her. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is Bastet, and she's the real star of the show. She's the real star of the show. Gato. Mr. Roboto. Gato. God, she's very chill. She just kind of lets me do whatever. And this is her tummy. And this is the tummy. Okay, that's enough cat. Don't you love her? Yes. She looks like she smells like sunshine. She does. She actually smells so good. Unironically. I have to fix your timestamp once again. We had to take a cat break. This is important. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Icy, thank you very much. Thank you for trusting me with your palm reading. While I enjoy it, just so you know, it is for fun. I kind of, I think sometimes it's sort of like a guidebook. That's kind of how I feel palm readings are meant for. Guide you. But it's nice. Also, healthy. Nice and pink. I haven't seen anyone... Oh, excuse me, that I'm super... Well, oh no! Maybe one person, they had a very red thumb. But no, you look nice and pink. Which, once again, very friendly, very kind, very sweet, very passionate. Also warm. Now you have your hands kind of between these. And what this means is, I'm chill. I'm not rigid. I'm not... this is sort of like... it feels a little poised to me, like the way you presented your hand, like very, very poised. Yes, this is my hand. It feels very regal, honestly. Like, I don't know why. This is kind of giving me princess energy. I like it. It's very like, it's polite, but it's also very elegant. Is that weird to say? Wait, you can't see it? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh hi Ray, welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you for being here. Hello Ren, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. We're doing a palm reading for Icy now. Now what kind of palm do you have? I would say, well, it's not too square. It's not too square. It's nice and long. And your fingers aren't too short. And so I can't say that it is air. I would say, but it's not the moistest. But I think I'm gonna go with water. Maybe drink a little bit more water. And water. Drink some fluids, water. I go with water. Just because your fingers look so... You wash your hands a lot? Oh, they're always touching water. That's why. Oh my gosh. You have a very important mound, by the way. Oh, I like that. Okay, so our palms, they have mounds. I know that's really weird. This right here, this is your Mercury mound. And right next to it is your Sun mound. And these are really protruding. So Mercury has to do with thought, intellect, the way we communicate. And then right next to that is, you know, your Sun. And the Sun is all about our ego, our creative expression, the way that we shine. It's how people see us. It's what we like to share. And so just so you know, something that you communicate, like maybe you love writing, maybe you like writing music, whatever it is, there's something creative that's coming from a very, how do I explain? Thoughtful place. Like it's not gonna be like you danced and then you went viral. You know, it's something that you researched. It's something that you looked into. Oh my gosh, Job. Oh, you came to Twitch. Oh, thank you. I draw from time to time. Yeah, there's something that you're supposed to study. At least I feel, especially because these are having mounds that protrude like this. While everybody has them, kind of. It's very rare to see them so prominent, and so it's usually very, very important. Very important. So there could be something that you study intensely, and you share it with the world, and you know it teaches people, and it helps people. It's very nice. Okay, I just wanted to mention. Water hands. Sorry, skip that. Oh, let me add you, Job. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna follow you. You made it count for me. You're so sweet. Oh, hi, Skari. Welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Let me type you down. Hey, Skari. Welcome to the stream. So, I'm gonna go with water. Now, intuitive, emotional, sensitive. You can probably feel people's energies. Now, I kind of feel like you don't around with people who aren't sweet and kind, you know? Maybe there's some people that you're like, I don't know, their energy just doesn't sit right with me. And so, I don't know, there's sort of like this particularness I'm feeling that I like. Now, obviously, heart energy is definitely your most prominent just because of that mound, dude. That mound is like carrying your hand. But yeah, that's what I have. Oh, you do have, ooh. Also, you're a lefty! How could I leave that out? Lefties, soul-filled, intuitive. There's a reason the church doesn't like lefties. It's because they're the magic ones. They're the truth tellers. Lefties, genuinely, that's like the witch's hand, and so I like it. It's nice. Nice. Also, you do have a sunlight. Very creative, inspired person, and talented. You know, born with talents. Not to say you haven't worked on it, but you definitely... Also, you have a really nice headline. I just feel like you're so... Once again, all this energy here about sharing something that you meticulously researched is showing up here again. Alright, you got a lot of lines going on. There's actually so much to read in your palm, I see. But we're keeping it to the basics tonight. And I hope that you enjoyed that. Okay, we already did Hyacinth. I accidentally put them in twice. And we're gonna do the next person who's been waiting. Let's do Cloud. I wanna do Cloud because Cloud, I know you have to go to sleep and you have kids. We're gonna do Cloud. Oh, what a beautiful hand. I was like, what? This is the softest hand I've ever seen in my life. Genuinely. Moisturized, pillowy, it looks youthful, You have a beautiful hand. 5, 7. Oh yes. It's so much fun. Thank you for you're very welcome, Icy. Let me shout you out. Sorry if I skipped me. If you got a reading and I didn't shout you out, please let me know. Please let me know. Okay. It's really soft, thank you. Aw. You know, they say people who have soft hands have big brains. That's actually a thing. You wanna know why? Because they have time to like sit down and read, and they're not outside like laboring and stuff. That's actually a thing. Anyways. Okay, I have really soft hands too, and every time my mom, she picks up my hands and she goes, oh, you haven't worked a day in your life, have you? I'm like, that's not true. I just work on my computer. Okay. Pink, very nice, very healthy, very, very kind and warm. But we know this about you, Cloud. Now, about your hands, they look very balanced, in my opinion. You know, your fingers aren't super long or super short. I will say, you do have sort of a longer palm, and so I would say that it would more so lean towards the fire, which is creative. But honestly, maybe this sounds weird. I'm talking about how soft they are, but like the moisturized, like the suppleness, it really is leaning more towards water, especially since you don't have a lot, like your hand isn't super pink, and it's not super red. And so like while I see the fire a little bit, I also see the water, you know? But I would say it's cause you know, not the earth, not the air too much in the palm, but definitely in the fingers. We've got this, no, I don't, yeah, this is just balance. This is just a balanced hand, adaptable. You know how to make it work. Your understanding of when to do what at what time. You can read the room, and you're adaptable. It's nice, and you can see things from other people's perspectives. Could be a myth. Yeah, I think so too. Also, you know, usually air hands with like because your fingers, like I mentioned, they're not super duper long, but they have the knobs. And I want to think of a better word. Their knuckles protrude a little bit more, and you don't have that. Your hands are just very elegant. We're elegant. Now, your most prominent line, that's a headline, baby. Oh my gosh, Ray. Aw, Ray, thank you for the raid. That was so nice of you. Hi, raiders. Oh my goodness. Let's shout out Ray Call Sounds. Ray Call Sounds. How was your stream today, my friend? How was my good friend Ray? Were they behaving? If they weren't, I'll deal with it later. Just kidding. Ray's my mod. Ray's a really good friend in the community. They're one of my really sweet person. Bro, I got washed? Oh no! Was it in I wonder, dude. Ray! I want to do a stream. I just had a great idea. So Ray does fighting games. And I think it would be so much fun if, for one of the tournaments, I did a divination to see who would win out of everybody who entered. Wouldn't that be fun? What if I'm just completely wrong? Oh, that would be pretty fun. I know, right? That'd be so cool. Anyways, anywho, sorry about that, Cloud. Sorry about that, Cloud. I apologize. Thank you very much, Ray. Your headline. Oh my goodness. As you know, having a prominent headline, it is being very analytical and curious. You know, this is somebody who really values communication. Also, I want to say with a mixed hand, and like a prominent headline, that makes me feel like this is. What am I saying? I just know this. These are people who value language in other cultures. This is, and I'm not even joking. It's true. Because if you have a mixed hand, if you have a hand that's super balanced, it makes you relatable. It makes you understand people. And so having like a headline that's super prominent as well, and you have a very healthy, very healthy heartline too. You know, not only do you get people that they're just people and they have emotions, but you also do the work to understand them culturally, verbally, stuff like this, you know. I don't think you're the kind of person who would show up to a country without researching it sort of energy. Now, I don't know what you got going on. Like, I don't like to assume. But usually whenever our your helpline is nice and long, it's just, it's not the most prominent. And sometimes that can mean that we're not, we're not going out all the time. As I mentioned before, like, we're not playing soccer every other day. It just means that we're more of like a relaxed, but it's long. It reaches all the way down here. Which, by the way, there's only one sign in palmistry that you will live a long life, and that is if your lifeline reaches all the way down. All the way down. Now, obviously, if it doesn't reach, that doesn't mean you're gonna die, okay? It doesn't. It's just that's like the only one indicator of a very long life, if it goes all the way down to the, like, where the lines start. Kind of like where the wrist begins. And so, really nice to see. We also have a huge ass split. Oh my god, so many splits actually. So traveling, I'm going everywhere. I'm seeing everything. And you know, I just know you, and so it's really funny. I think it's very much on the nose. You also have natural talents here on your sun finger. I'm very introverted. That's okay. I really think that you could understand people so... What? You've been coming to the community nights and you've been so sweet. And you've been getting to know everyone. I get it though. It's different on the internet. What if both hands are dominant? Oh, then you just read both of them. You just read both of them and see where things like are more prominent and stuff like that. Hi, Scraps. Welcome in. Before I leave, I was the guy who commented that the last time someone had a look at my palm, they said they couldn't find my lifeline. Oh, that's you, dude! Oh my gosh! Well, let's see it. Did you take a picture of her? No, you didn't. You didn't send a picture. That's okay. Wait, I know you, Nikki. What the heck? Nikki, let's show you out. I always try to shout out the VTubers. You're getting better at opening up. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. I love your little drop buddy. Thank you. This is Droplet, and he's my son. I recently shared a picture. Kapura, show them the birth of Droplet. Kapura, show them how Droplet was made. Isn't he cute? So, thank you. Yeah, a baby. Thank you for saying good things, community. Yes, thank you, Peanut Gallery. Praise the baby boy. You guys are too nice to me. Okay. Hi, Dr. Lero. Yes, a baby Droplet. Dude, you gotta show the Droplet short. Oh, I have that in the beginning. I mean, they've seen it 1,000 times. On in his brain. You know that TikTok song that just goes like... The way you walk, the way you understand me. This is a very Droplet-coded spread, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, very silly, huh? Very silly. Sorry, my English was worded badly. I was very introvert. Now I'm kind of in between. Oh, you've become an ambivert. Good job. He got it in the he got it in the back. He's kicked up. I mean, he's made of liquid, so he gets to decide what his body looks like. And he's going, well, I gotta have ass. Oh, let's do matcha. Let's do matcha. Okay. Matcha, thank you for your patience, by the way. Let us eat cake rod. Exactly. Oh, the droplet. Oh, man. Listen, I don't know why. Wait, I can't say this. Actually, never mind. I can't say this live. Okay, let's just say there's this one place that does merch that I feel intuitively is like not right. I don't know what it is. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I don't know. Just something doesn't feel right to me. I don't know. And it might not be them. It could be me. Like maybe it's not right for me. And that's why I don't want to say anything. Nothing has come out about this company. But I don't know. Every time I don't know. They probably ain't right. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you. You're very welcome, Cloud. Thank you for waiting so long. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 hours. Oh my gosh. It's been a while. Do you guys remember when I would do like 5-hour streams? Those were the days. How did I do it? I actually don't know. I mean, I did stream for an hour earlier, but still. Leak the name? No. I don't fold so easily. I remember your birthday stream. Oh, yeah. That was quite long, but that was so much fun. Oh, I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky person. Thanks to all of you. Okay, Macha. It's your turn. You're up next. You have... Honestly, I can see the pink. I see the pink. You're good. You're healthy. You're fine. You got pink up here. You got pinks here. You also took the picture in natural light. Macha, thank you. Thank you. You took a beautiful picture. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, what kind of hand do you have? Honestly, dude, it looks balanced too. I mean, it is very square here. So you're definitely leaning more towards earth. Also, earth hands, their lines are usually very like thick and deep. That's a sign of earth energy. It looks like roots, right? Like, it looks like veins of the earth. So very earth energy. But you don't have like the stubby fingers. Your fingers look nice and balanced. And your thumb looks very balanced and proportional. So you have a nice, yeah, you've got a nice mixed balanced hand. So adaptable. If I had to give you an extra sign, like an extra element, probably air, but only a little bit. I'm not skipping over anybody. I'm just because I say tired. I want to. Oh no. Wait, let me see. Did I write you down? I took a roll call earlier. I hope you guys don't feel bad. I'm so sorry. We were bouncing around because we took a roll call to see who was watching. And, you know, I've been going for so long and I'm losing my voice. I'm not trying to be rude or hurt anyone's feelings. You know, I'm on, let's see. We're on reading number 36. So, don't worry around, we understand. I'm sorry. Take care of yourself, thank you. Okay, alright, Macha. We have your most prominent line be your heart line, which is very nice. The heart line has to do with our emotions, and it has to do with the way that we give love and receive love. Now, what does that mean? Especially in a mixed hand. Honestly, I want to go more like, it's definitely balanced, but leaning more towards Earth. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna do that! Now, let's talk about the Earth first a little bit. Earth energy is very practical, grounded, and reliable, very hardworking, very stable, okay? You know, these are people that have a routine. These are people who go, this is what I like. I have very particular foods that I like. I know what kind of pillow I need to fall asleep. These are those sorts of people. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I like consistency. There's consistency here. I know who I am. I know what I got. And now, how does that, coincide here with our heart line? And by the way, I would keep this here, very relaxed hand. I would say you are very sweet, and I actually know this about you, because, you've been in the community, I've seen you around, I know how kind you are to Ray, too. You're just a sweetie. You're just a sweetie. Like, you try to liven people up. You try to be a good person. You're always trying to make people have a better day. And I'm not surprised to see the heart. And Earth, Earth people too. Earth people are like, hey, I'm here for you. Earth people are the rocks in our in our lives. And you know what? You also really show up for people, which is also a huge mark of Earth. Now, other than that, you do have a career line. Now, some people don't have a career line, but your career line is right here. And it's nice, it goes it doesn't go quite all the way up to here. So it does tell me that we're sort of doing things that we have experience in, but maybe it's not the most passionate thing on Earth, right? Like, maybe you're doing something just because it makes sense, it's easy, and you understand it. Not necessarily like you're out here to change lives. I always want to give positive matter. Yes, and you do. You absolutely do. I just think that you, like, whenever the career line reaches just here, usually it does mean we're very skilled. Like, we're good at it. But it also means that, because it doesn't reach necessarily here, that we're just kind of, how do I explain? It's just the way we make money. We don't love it. We don't hate it. But, you can always change that. That's just what your line says. Now, healthy line here. There's no breaks in your lifeline. There's nothing here that says, you're gonna get sick and like have a pause in your life. I saw a person that had a lifeline once that stopped like right here. Actually, I think someone today had that. And it depends, right? Like, if it's very faint, it can sometimes mean like, oh, maybe they have to rest a lot, or maybe they've been sick a lot growing up. But no, yours looks fine. I think, once again, very Earth, very sturdy, very consistent in your lifestyle. Now, you're very talented. I don't know what those talents are. I want to see them more. We got, oh my goodness. This means that we have something that we really care about and we want to share it. Maybe that has to do with the love that you want to give. I like it. And honestly, you're a little superhero, so that just makes sense to me. Very cute. Also, you have lots of lines down here. Usually that means that we're gonna have generational wealth to share. And that wealth doesn't necessarily mean like loads of money. It usually just means like we have a home to give. It's nice. Okay. That's what I have, Macha. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's do LostSoulsStation. I'm so sorry to make you wait. Oh, that's you. That's you. I'm so glad you made it. Thank you so much. Oh, Jalen, thank you for the follow too. Thank you. Okay, let's put your timestamp in. We have 3 minutes and 3 hours and 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Definitely did think you're so welcome. I think that hand looks similar to mine. Did I? This is your hand, right? So let me double check. I hope I did not. Wait, I don't know if we did your reading, Monroe. This is your hand, right? I feel so bad. You know what I'm really drawn to? So obviously it's normal to have a bit, like your middle finger is larger than the other ones. But yours is actually very prominent. And what that means is that you learn best through experience. And I'll be honest, it is Saturn energy, and Saturn is gonna whoop you. Oh my goodness. Saturn says, you gotta learn, and you're gonna learn. But the thing is that people who have like very Saturn dominant energy, oh my goodness, early life, it's kind of shitty, but later in life, they really get it together. And they're very sweet, they're very warm, they really understand others, they're compassionate, and they're usually like the pillar in the community. And so, just so you know, if you had like a really tough growing up thing, listen. This Saturn finger being so prominent says that you will be rewarded for that. So that's what that means. That's all. I just wanted to mention that. Other than that, your mounds aren't really poking out too much. You do have long fingers. And so I want to kind of put you more so in the air. Maybe you love a good puzzle. The air energy is very, but you don't have the knobs. And so honestly, I would say you probably have a good mix between water and air, but I'm gonna go more so air just because your palm isn't quite as long. Now, air energy, intellectual, maybe you like history, maybe you really like to learn as much as you can about certain subjects. You're doing your research. It could be so many things. It's also communicative, and these people are often restless. They're always looking for the next thing to absorb, the next thing to be all in on. Now, after that, we have your most prominent, all your lines are pretty balanced. And I never really thought of like adding that. I would say if I had to pick one, I would go life. But all of your lines are, they're pretty balanced. I would say so. I will pick life, though. It does seem, not only, it usually is the longest, but it does seem the deepest. Now, lifeline, these are people who are resilient. Once again, this is more earth energy, by the way. I'm not gonna give up that easily. They can be the kind of person who, it's a mixed bag, right? Like you can be really stubborn, but you can also really know where to draw your line and stick up for yourself and have your boundaries, like that sort of stuff. It's very safeguarded, but it's also very grounded and very practical. And so that's what that means. It also can sometimes represent that we want to experience life more. I mentioned this before a lot of times, especially with this Saturn energy. Something happens. Like something happens around the age of 30 where they're like, all right, my life is mine and I'm going to take it. And that's kind of what I feel, especially with a prominent lifeline and a Saturn finger. Other than that, I don't see, I see like faint career lines. Maybe you'll bounce around and try to see what really catches your interest. But I don't think that money is really your biggest concern. I think what you're super duper interested in the most, in my opinion, from just the reading the palm, it might not be true, is, learning as much as you can and experiencing life. And trying to just be a better person every day. I don't see it here, but there is a little bit of a small shift, a small move. Nothing that says like, oh, I'm going overseas, like I'm going to a different country. It all just says for now, like we're staying pretty rooted, pretty grounded. It does reach all the way down here, which tells me a long life. So it's nice to know. That's the only indicator of long life. My lifeline doesn't reach all the way down. Uh-oh. I just, and my 32nd birthday is coming up. Ah! Maybe you really understand who you are. And that's really nice to see. Hey Rod, how do we get our palm read? Ah, I took entries. But those are what those lines mean. And as I mentioned before, palm readings are just sort of like, oh, this is kind of what the lines are kind of representing as themes in our life. It's not a guidebook. I guess it can be a guidebook to help make your life more successful, but it's not necessarily like a Bible, I should say. Oh, it's your happy birthday! Are you a Cancer? We love a Cancer. Also, nice and open. Very friendly. Very outgoing. I like that. Okay. Alright, we did Hyacinth, we did Macha. It's Kenny's turn. Oh my goodness. It's Kenny. Kenny, I know you've been waiting for hours and hours too. And then we're gonna finish up with Skari. I hope that's okay, everybody. I did as many as I could. Where'd it go? Oh, Kitty! Kitty, I'm pretty sure we've read your poem before. Like long ago. I'm pretty sure I've done your poem. Thank you, of course. We have 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 55 seconds for you, Kenny. Thank you for, let me shout you out. Oh, Kenalo. There we go. It's Cancer to Leo season. Yes! I love, my mom's birthday was today. I bought her Starbucks and she liked it. So good. Always make sure to take, oh, thank you. I'm having a good time. Okay, Kenny. Okay. Kenny! Once again, that's a water hand. Dude, there's something ethereal about this. You have very unique fingers, by the way. Very, very unique. Are you like... Have you ever... Okay, this is... I'm gonna sound a little crazy. But have you ever thought you were like part alien? I mean that in like a... have you ever been interested in like extraterrestrials and stuff? I'm not trying to say you are an alien. I'm not trying to say you are an alien. I'm trying. Have you been interested in the stars? I'm just wondering. Happy birthday to my mom. I know. Happy birthday, Mama Cup. I'm still on, Olivia. I'm still going. I've been told my fears like extra long by dog. Really? Yeah, they are. They're interesting. They're interesting. The reason I say that is I had a dream about listen, I think they're cool. I didn't mean that in a weird way. Sorry. I had a dream that I met some greys and their fingies looked like this. And so and listen, they're like really, I like specifically the hybrid ones. And the hybrid ones are nice. It's like the bug-eyed ones that are a little weird, but the hybrids are really cool. And anyways, Rod, you believe? Oh yes, I've seen them. I had a UFO experience when I was little with my twin and my mom. Yes, they're very unique. Anyways. We've got an open hand. Very nice, very friendly. Very friendly. You know, there's one thing I would say, maybe a little bit of air. Because, and the reason why is that we have like this sort of prominence in the knuckles. But I'm mostly water. Sweet, intuitive, kind, and warm. Pink, you know, I see blood in your hand. It is a little pale. You know, maybe we need to drink more warm foods. drink more. Y'all, it's late. Drink more warm tea. Bundle up. That sort of stuff. But other than that, you look healthy. You look fine. There's no blues. There's no crazy yellows. And you don't have anything that's like extra red. So it's nice. It's good. You're good. Okay. Now, at after that, your most prominent line is your heart line. Which, I think I told you that last time too. The heart line represents our love, our emotions, the way that we share our affection and we give compassion to others. Oh my gosh, I just had a wave of dizzy. Sorry. I can make it. I can make it through. And you have very nice. I'm actually losing my mind. Did you eat today? I haven't eaten since this morning. I can do it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do your reading when I'm sleepy. I hope you still like me. I overstood. Come to the stream, baby. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. That's weird. It's like he's an eye crusty. You guys, if I didn't get to you today, can I just make you a video? I'm actually so tired. I'm so tired. Oh my god! The echoes from the room. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. Yes, to make me a yes. Oh my god. Ah! I love you guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Every time I just laugh, dude. I'm gonna lose my voice at this point. Yes to the vid. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. I love you guys so much. I love you. Thank you for coming. Get started. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry I got so sleepy at the end. I don't think anything's open. Oh shit. This is worse. Hold on. There we go. Thank you for the reassocials. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. I want to say, friends, I'm going through a move right now, and you know, that's why I'm like physically exhausted. So I have to spend like 2 hours in the morning doing aura readings, and then I have another stream finishing up the aura readings, and then I will get to you. I will do your readings later, probably that night. I hope that's okay. I hope that's all right. Oh my gosh, I had to. I had to message that guy who was supposed to get my couch. I was so in a rush to do these readings and like be a good streamer that I forgot that a guy was supposed to pick up my couch. Doing a 3.5-hour stream only is already insane. Thank you. Okay. Here's how this is gonna work. Make me smatter. I like the hearts. That's for all of you. It's like a rhythm game, but with kiss. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm like losing my mind. Okay. Anyways. If I didn't get to you, but your picture is here, I will do a makeup reading for you. I will. We have Brevity. I did almost everyone. We just have Brevity. Oh, and Nink. And I should probably redo Kenny's. Skari and Aumery. Oh, and IMVA. Oh, yes. Oh, so I only have like 4 to do. That's not too bad. I can do this. She's a sweetie. Yeah. Okay, no, go sleep. Okay. I leave before I say something weird. Wait, I think I already did that. I'll leave before I say something worse. Okay, I love you so much. Who should we raid into? Go sleep, thank you. Just a handful left. Good night, nighty night. I love you guys so much. You guys, I've always wanted to stream like this. Oh my gosh, we're raiding into puns. Puns comes to me and says hi, like almost every day. They're so nice. We're gonna raid into puns. Will you guys go make puns night? Go make puns night. Here's the raid message. And tell them that I lost my mind and I had to go to sleep. Good night, thank you. Good night, everybody. I love you so much. Thank you. I love you with all my heart. Like, here's me, but... Good night. Go. Oh, wait, I did a shout out. I'm so silly. Oh! Wait! Oh, thank you. Wait, who did the raid for me? Bye!
Oh! Oh, I'm getting raided. Hi, hello, hello. I got flashed just like what I'm saying. Hi, hello, hello. My name is Pastel. I'm the one with the puns. I am a Y2K digital bunny. I work in social media marketing. I've been doing it for 10 years. I'd love to stream Battle Week. I love to stream Friend Swap, and I love you. If you can grade one, I totally get it. And hi, hello, Ran. Ran, I still am laughing so hard at when you went to do when you were doing the rabbit hide.
My bad, guys. I was playing Poppy.
I thought that was so funny. When you were on my TikTok, and I was like, no, my cousin, and you're like, your cousin. And then you're like,